launching. The dumbest radio show in America. Welcome to Common Man and T-Bone.
How about this? Your toes are very suckable.
No.
No? That's not good?
No. Now, if you got that comment, you're probably thrilled about it.
I am thrilled.
You're happy.
Please put that in the YouTube chat. I'll put them up here right now.
I don't want to see it. Stop.
My back hurts. I can't lift my foot.
You got what, by the way? What are you doing? You okay over there?
Yeah.
You need me to rub on it?
Oh, I need a rub.
You need me to suck on your toes?
You're damn right.
Featuring Panama Ted.
Too hot.
Timmy Hall.
I will rub one on my face.
And a collection of profane noises.
Coach?
No, Dom.
I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal.
I want me some glory hole.
I'll keep it in the room.
Stop breathing. It used to be a lot longer.
The numbers don't lie.
This is Stupid. This is Man and Bone.
Happy Thursday. Welcome in. Hello, Bone.
Hello, man.
It is Name That Hole Thursday. Send us your stories of Holio, and we will determine what type of hole it is, if there is a hole.
Mm-hmm.
We are hole experts because we ourselves are big holes.
That's right.
You can
That's how it
tweet
works.
us at manandbone971. You can text the burner phone 614-787-3093. Also, Degenerate T-Bone coming up 4 o'clock hour. It is Memorial Thursday.
Matt Country Update.
Cooch! All right, Teddy. I'm counting on you for all the updates, my friend.
Uh-oh.
Does that Does that mean you're not ready
No,
for
I
it?
saw Cooch. He got off to a nice start, but they ended up with a 75, I believe, 3 over. So he's down the scoreboard.
What's
the scroll way down?
Who's at the top of the leaderboard?
Right now, it's Adam Hadwin, Canadian Adam Hadwin. He's at 6 under through 15. He's one shot ahead of Scotty Scheffler.
Oh.
The guy. He's like a robot. Every week, he just goes out there and puts up, great numbers. So he's at 5 under, second place right now.
Local law enforcement didn't arrest him for no reason.
Well, that would be tomorrow morning.
Oh, that's right. Tomorrow morning would be the time we need to check to make sure that they don't
Teddy,
needlessly arrest him.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but all the guys who are playing, especially at a perverted and a preferred event like this, I mean, they're terrific golfers, right? We're not.
Yeah, this is an enhanced tournament as well. So you got, I think there's like 76 golfers or something in that. So it's the top, golfers, invite only. And there is a cut, but it's like top 50 and ties. And so it's a very,
Right. My point is, though, there are guys that have special skills. There are guys that are terrific putters. There are guys that have, more power, like a Bryson. They were talking about his power at the U.S. Open, right?
Bryson DeChambeau?
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's one of the longest drivers on the tour, right? If not the longest, Teddy?
Not on the tour.
No? I'm sorry. In the world of golf, right, in
Live tour, I guess.
Let him live.
What I'm saying is there are guys that have power off the draw. Tiger was that guy in his prime.
Rory, he can hit it
Rory's
long
that
distance.
guy,
Yeah, he's
right?
good.
But I'm assuming, much like with a kicker in the NFL, all these guys can kick. All of them. Most of these guys, no wind, practice time, they can go out there and nail a 70-yarder. They all have that ability. I assume what makes Scotty Scheffler different is his ability to just block out all the noise and focus, right? I mean, when he was arrested a couple weeks ago, he's back 5 minutes later just sitting down, eating a plate of eggs, telling his story. I'd be wetting my pants, calling my mom.
Right. That's why he's a great golfer, clearly. Yeah, he dealt with falsely accused accusations, got through all that, got out there and fired off a great tournament. And
my point is, though, you can look at LeBron and you can say LeBron is just that much more physically gifted than most of the people on that basketball floor, right? I mean, when LeBron first came into the league, you really didn't see anything like him.
Yeah, but I mean, again, that's not how he won championships, right?
No.
He had developed that ability to block out the noise and get it done.
But then you take that coupled with the insane drive and focus and work ethic, and that's how you get to be a special player.
Yeah, exactly right. So Scotty Scheffler through, one day of the tournament doing great. We know he's a great player. We'll see how it plays out the rest of this way. You know who I'm rooting for?
Who's that?
My guy, the metalhead himself, Victor Hovland.
He won it last year.
Let's get him 2 in a row.
Somebody else.
Let's
chance.
go, Victor. I'm rooting for greatness. I don't know why you hate greatness. Victor Hovland.
He did
defending
well today,
defending
right?
his champion. Yeah,
3 under, I think.
Yeah, he's tied for 6th right now. I mean, lots of golf to play, of course.
Yeah, lots. Yes.
But we're just getting started.
Who'd
here.
you put some ducats on, Teddy? Because I know you did.
I didn't put any of the guys to win because I wanted to sort of enjoy this Memorial Tournament.
Oh, look at you!
It surprises me.
Well, if you put money on, say, whoever like Rory or Scotty, then you tend to root for that guy throughout the tournament. So I just wanted to sit back and kind of watch. I did make a couple bets though.
Oh.
And I put one on a guy, Patrick Cantlay. He's won this thing a couple times, and he's always done really well out here. And I just had him to finish top 20. And then he was doing well until the last few holes, and then he's not up there anymore, so that bet's probably dead.
Oh,
So,
just top 20 today.
No, for the tournament, yeah.
Oh, really? You don't
Yeah.
think he'll pull it together?
No,
huh?
he could over the next couple days, but he had
some
a
faith, Ted.
He had
It's
a
not
rough
looking
start.
good.
No, so
Have some faith.
that was a bad bet by me.
How's Max Homa doing? I don't care. I'm just kidding. I'm just throwing out golfers' names.
Not playing.
Is he in this? Is he a live guy? What's his deal?
No, he's a tour guy.
Yeah, he's not playing in this, though, is he?
I do not know. I imagine he is.
Oh, all right.
'Cause, yeah, I would think he's.
You
here.
know what?
I'm gonna
Jimmy Crackcorn.
I'm just going to break down the walls of radio here. I looked at a leaderboard and saw Max Homa tied for 19th. So yes,
Okay.
all right.
he is tied for 19th.
Okay.
Good for you.
He's in the tournament.
I figured he was.
There you go.
What was I going to say to you? Oh, I am not. Teddy's a betting guy. You're a betting guy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we can't touch Scotty Vegas.
Well,
No,
yes.
Nobody can.
Different level.
Right.
But I don't normally bet. And when I do, I lose. I set limits for myself, as you should do.
Mm-hmm.
That's responsible gambling. When I lose, what I deposited, I don't deposit more. That's just it for me for a while. But last night, sitting there, watching the White Sox and the Cubs.
Okay.
And I said to myself, you know what? I'm just watching my team lose. They're 15-47 now.
God.
15-47. Embarrassment. They've been embarrassing for most of my life. Hate my owner. Kind of wish he was dead. All those things popping through my head. I said to myself, let me win some money at least on my misery.
Yeah.
I took $100.
What?
Did something that
Go
I've
big
never
or
done.
go home.
No, man.
Why?
Because I'm stupid. And then I'm done. Took $100.
Why not put $5 on it? $10
No,
on
that doesn't
it?
interest me. I
guess
really
not.
got to get a lather going.
Okay.
That really gets the undercarriage sweaty.
I see.
So I put $100 and I've done something I've never done. I bet it on the Cubs to win.
On the who?
Cubs.
Cubs. Okay. I wasn't sure what that word was for a second. All right.
What did you think
Cubs.
I said?
I don't know. You mumbled part of it and made me nervous. Cubs. All right.
Cubs.
Cubs.
To
Got
win, which I've never done. I said, well, if my team's going to lose, may as well make some cash out of it.
Mm-hmm.
There's one caveat, though. They got to lose by more than one.
Oh, sure.
So what happened last night? They lose by one.
Oh.
Which means they still lost.
Uh-huh.
I lose my money.
Why did you do this?
Because I'm stupid. That's why.
Why would you do that? Listen.
Because I thought I'd spice it up last night. This is what I get for trying to spice.
That's okay. You know what? I had a similar thing where all the stuff was on that CONCACAF Champions Cup game for the crew. I was very excited about it. I didn't need anything to get the lather going, as you said. What did I do? Like a couple hours before the game, because I'm all like, you know what? They're not just going to go in there and they're going to win. And so I was like, yeah. And I placed a bet on the crew to win in regulation.
All right.
And like one of the guys to score and the other thing to happen. And I was like,
Yeah, what'd you lose? $5 whole?
no, I bet a solid $25 on it.
Look at you.
Stood to make like
High roller.
500. Stood to make like 500 if it would have hit. But I was all in, and then gone, vaporized. And I was like, why? I should have, if nothing else, taken the $25 and did what I always tell people to do: bet it on the opposite. Bet it on them to win, on Pachuca to get it done. At least I would have made some money back. Didn't even have that. So see, I can't judge you for being stupid. I'm stupid too when it comes to that stuff.
Today is the 80th anniversary of D-Day. I saw some of the festivities today. Both of my grandparents were involved in the war. Not necessarily both in D-Day, although one was.
Okay.
They're both passed. But I saw some veterans there looking very, very old because they are.
Yes.
Because it's
course.
the 80th anniversary of the thing, and no one who was two. Like, you know that it's a
simple math
gathering
tells you
of old people when you look up at the screen and say, hey, who's that young guy? Oh, it's Biden.
Right.
He's the youngest guy there.
Yeah. I mean, Biden was either not born or barely alive.
He's because it's 80th anniversary.
So how old is he?
81?
Is he? I thought he was like, is he 80? Or
No, he's definitely 80. I don't know if he's 81.
I didn't know how much. I didn't know what age he hit.
Anyway.
No, he is. He's November 20th, 1942.
What's my age again?
He'll be 82 this year. So you're right. He was like a year and a half, basically.
My point is, if you happen to have a relative who's still kicking, cherish these people because they're going to be gone.
Yeah.
Listen to the stories. They want to tell them.
Mm-hmm.
My grandfather did. Now, perhaps don't sit down like I did when I was a teenager when Saving Private Ryan came out and said, hey, Grandpa, this new movie came out. Shall we watch? It's about the war. He loved all the war stuff. He'd watch it on History Channel all day, every day. He used to send away for the VHS tapes.
Okay.
Okay? Oh, yeah. Let's watch it. They got that. Oh, what is it? The opening 20 minutes where they're on the beach?
Yeah.
The movie starts right out like that.
Yeah, right in D-Day, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it starts right out like that. And I'd seen it in the theater, so I knew what I was getting ready to see. The action's fantastic. At that time, you'd never seen a war movie like this ever.
No, it was immersive.
I look over at my grandfather, and his eyes have like rolled back in his head.
Oh.
And he's staring off into space. And I said, all right, I guess let's turn this off.
Yeah.
Shall we?
It wasn't a movie for him. That was real life.
No.
He was like, oh, this looks familiar. I've seen this movie.
Stories are stories. They like telling stories, most of them.
Well, yeah.
But you put the movie on, maybe let's skip that.
Yeah, to everybody's got to do it differently, right? But yeah, it's cherish anybody that you have in your life who was a veteran of that war or anyone else who's a veteran in that way. Yeah, of course. That's ultimate sacrifice a lot of those people paid.
My father's father was in it, fighting for the Americans on the beach. My mother's father, who was older, was a prisoner of war. He was in the Italian Navy. So I had dudes fighting on both sides.
Yeah, wow.
He was in the Italian Navy. He was taken prisoner by the British and sent to India, where he stayed for 6 years.
My goodness.
Yeah, prison camp in India. Only way to go.
Wow.
First class.
That's incredible. 6 years in a prison.
6 years in a prison
is a long time.
Yeah.
And then it's in India where he's probably got no familiarity with anything.
The one thing that I told my parents I want when they die is they have hanging up on their wall. When he was a prisoner in India, they wouldn't give him anything except yarn and needle.
Okay.
To make needlework.
Yeah.
Just to pass the time. So he got quite good at it.
Yeah.
And so he did a big needlework art piece. What would you call it?
I don't know what it looks like, but yeah, I mean,
it's like a painting, but it's with yarn and needlework and
like crochet or not crochet, cross stitch. There's a thing called cross stitch where you can do that, I think, where you do needlework and it makes art.
So it's framed. It's hanging in my parents' house. It is the Virgin Mary.
Oh.
And it's intricate and it's wonderful, and he made it while he was captured. I said, that's the one thing I want when you're dead.
From them. Like
from them.
Yeah, I didn't know. Well, you said when you're dead. You didn't mean the grandfather. You mean them.
No, he's long dead.
What an awkward conversation you have to have with your folks. Hey, when you go, I'm not rooting for it, but I do want
as
this.
they get older, you have to have these conversations.
I know. It's so weird. I know.
Like I'm the, piss the pants guy. Not my sister. When they start pissing the pants.
Oh, I see.
I got to take care of stuff.
I didn't know what. Hey, kids.
I'm just saying.
It's Mr. Piss the Pants.
They're turning to me, baby.
I got a joke about that, but we'll leave it alone.
Piss the pants guy.
Early in the memorial. We got plenty of time to make those jokes, buddy.
Scary situation for one NFL team today. Details next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza. You should be aware of an accident on Olentangy River Road at Lane Avenue, and if you're near the intersection of County Line Road at North Spring Road, we also have a crash reported there, and you can expect a 5-minute delay on eastbound 70 on the east side between Hamilton Road and Bryce Road. This report is sponsored by Put-in-Bay Chamber of Commerce. Give them joy on Put-in-Bay. Laughter jumping into the pool, delight from a hole-in-one, and amusement riding a train, golf cart, and carousel. Plan your weekday island getaway today at visitputinbay.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Looking for reliable roofing services in Central Ohio? Go with Nitro Roofing. We'll get the job done right the first time. Reach out today for a free estimate at nitroroofing.com.
Today's Muirfield Moment is sponsored by the Waterworks. The 1984 Memorial Tournament crowned its first ever two-time champion, none other than the Golden Bear himself, Jack Nicklaus. Both Nicklaus and Andy Bean, the runner-up that year, tied the tournament record with 280 strokes in regulation, which set up a sudden death playoff for the ages, the Memorial's first since the inaugural tournament in 1976. Bean missed a gimme 3-footer for par on 17, the third playoff hole of the match, and watched as the trophy fell into Nicklaus's hands. All week long, the weather had been immaculate, which resulted in the largest crowd Muirfield has ever seen. The crowd sizes prompted the Memorial Executive Committee for the first time ever to establish a limit on badge sales for the 1985 tournament. This Muirfield Moment is brought to you by the pros at the Waterworks. From plumbing and drain issues to heating and cooling, the Waterworks is your ace in the hole. Schedule today at thewaterworks.com.
The best outcomes for treating cancer come from early detection and early diagnosis.
The James Cancer Diagnostic Center at Ohio State
is designed to provide rapid evaluation and a clear diagnosis.
We are transforming care by giving patients direct access
to cancer experts who study and treat cancer every day.
If you think you have cancer, the choice is clear.
Choose the James Cancer Diagnostic Center.
Rise and shine, jabronis.
What a show this morning.
There's only one place where Buckeye legends lay the smackdown. Morning Juice with Bobby and Beamer.
Weekday mornings starting at 6.
Give me a juice box,
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
If your garage door is embarrassed because all the other garage doors are laughing at the awful noises he makes going up or down, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For 30 years, we fix crappy garage doors, straightforward and honest. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
We go to war for you.
At Sugar Schnarr Trial Attorneys, we don't back down. Accident? Call us today at 877-WAR-FOR-YOU or visit warforyou.com for a free consultation. Results matter because we go to war for you. warforyou.com.
At Sunny Street Cafe, we scoff at the notion that restaurants should only have one tagline.
'Cause we
have 7.
Like our number 4.
Sunny Street Cafe. Breakfast and lunch classics you would expect. And some tasty concoctions you wouldn't.
Now with 8 locations.
If you're about to get engaged or ready to walk down the aisle, your true love deserves a true jeweler, the Diamond Seller. As a true jeweler, we not only have designer collections to meet your bridal needs, but we also have talented in-house designers who can create something truly one of a kind. Visit the Diamond Seller today.
Glow Fiber Business is now in Ohio, and your business is our priority. Glow Fiber delivers reliably fast, custom, and prepackaged internet plans to meet the growing needs of your business. And our dependable 24/7 personal support means your business stays connected. Glow Fiber is here, and we mean business. Find out more at 833-WANT-GLOW or visit glowfiberbusiness.com today. Glow Fiber Business is not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
Do you have foot pain? Foot pain is not normal regardless of your age or job. Podiatric physicians are the most qualified doctors to care for your feet and can provide important foot care solutions or shoe inserts to better manage foot pain. Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association podiatric physicians are located throughout the state and are dedicated to providing the highest quality foot and ankle care. We've been serving the profession and the public for over 100 years. To find a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association near you, visit associationsadvanceohio.com.
Don't let a cold, sinus infection, or allergies ruin your day. Breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier with Navage. Visit Navage.com, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, or a store near you.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
I'm Doppler 10 meteorologist Dylan Robichaud. After some heavy rain last night, high pressure is building on in. Looks like a dry and sunny afternoon for you. today, we're going 80 for the high temperature. Tonight, dropping down to the mid-60s. There is a 20% chance of a pop-up shower late this evening. As we head into your Friday, look for partly to mostly sunny skies with highs around 75. That's your latest forecast on 97.1 The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Attention. Please flip your listening device to the stupid setting. Thank you. You're listening to Man and Bone.
Speaking of the stupid setting, head to YouTube. Watch our live stream. Mm-hmm. Just search for 971 The Fan, click on the live stream, and then really just go on there, not because I want you to look at us because we're ugly and fat and gross.
Right.
But I want you to participate in the chat because all the crazy regular listeners, they know everything about the show. They are there. They police themselves. Don't start any nonsense. It's like fighting in hockey.
That's right. They will take you out. They will, hey, none of that. This is not how it works here.
No.
By the way, Downtown Dad, who's always in the chat, he tweeted and said, "Happy Thursday from the Westerville ER."
What happened?
I don't know. Just said he's in the ER. So
also, that's dedication, man.
I'm saying he's at the hospital.
In the ER and he's in the chat on YouTube.
He's at the hospital and he's watching us on YouTube on his phone, presumably, or a tablet. I don't know what you bring with you to the hospital these days, but
maybe we got Dad all wrong. Maybe he's operating on someone.
Oh, you know what? That's a good point.
Maybe he's the doctor.
Scalpel, syringe,
my guy,
fat boy food tee up. Like he just wants like all of. He's just like,
right,
sorry, I did that.
Help your pee-pee no worky. What, Doc?
Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I guess you must not listen to the show. All right, fine.
Scary situation in the NFL today for the Chiefs. Did you see this?
No.
So they had OTAs today, but they canceled them abruptly because defensive lineman B.J. Thompson was in a meeting, special teams meeting, where he seized up and then suffered cardiac arrest.
Oh, gosh. That's
so they had obviously to get him to the hospital. He's apparently in, stable condition, but seizure, cardiac arrest. They looked at the rest of the players and said, "Hey, how about you take the day off?"
Yes.
As they should.
As they rightfully should. And then Skip Bayless said, "What a bunch of wusses."
I put it right on the tee for you, and I would have been so disappointed if you didn't hit it.
Skip Bayless is like, "We're talking about practice, right? Practice that matters, right?" And they threw his Cowboys jersey that he only has one of into his clean trash can and then fished it out moments later after the camera went off.
Far be it from me,
loser,
to halfway defend Skip Bayless, but
please don't.
Well, I'm saying
there's nothing making you do it.
I don't know if he necessarily meant it like that. It was poorly timed. He was astonished that you could actually cancel a game, but at no point did I read that like he wasn't concerned about Damar Hamlin. Now,
fair enough.
What I'm about to say is a couple weeks ago, Bill Maher came out.
Yes.
And said, yeah.
Right.
He took what Skip Bayless had to say and say, yeah, and what kind of toughness is that? He woke up in the hospital room and said, who won the game? And they had to tell him they had to stop playing the game. Even the guy who was dead wanted you to keep playing the game.
Yeah, Bill Maher, I'm going to just go out on a limb and say maybe the guys who actually play football, and I'm not one of them. I didn't play football. I'm not going to tell the football guys. I hope I've been consistent on this. I don't think I've ever said that guy should have played through that injury when it comes to football or most other sports. I don't know. Like Jay Cutler, when he was out there with his, whatever that issue was, right, where he had like a sprained MCL and he couldn't go play. And then I can't remember, was it Phil Rivers went out there with like 2 torn ACLs and a torn labrum and still played? And people were like, tougher. And it's like, I don't know. I don't know what physical pain goes on in people's bodies. I'm not here to judge when it comes to that. I don't know what you should do with an injury. What I'm saying is if all the guys with the football pads on, all the guys who sacrificed their entire lives to play this game, all those guys saw one of their brothers go down and they said, that's enough football for today, then guess who it should be enough football for? Skip Bayless, Bill Maher, and anybody else.
No. What you need to do is just scrape him up.
Yep.
You know what? It's like the Owen Hart thing. He fell from the roof.
Well, that...
Right? They scraped his dead body off of the canvas, and then it was on with the show.
If you don't know this...
That's what we should do.
Like, I know some of you do, some of you don't. Bret the Hitman Hart, his brother Owen Hart, tragically passed away, fell from the ceiling, the roof of this arena.
It was Kansas City. It was the Kemper Arena.
There you go.
In Kansas City. He was going to do a thing where they lowered him down on a harness.
They were doing this a lot back then. Guys were coming in from the rafters with a rappelling type of, apparatus that would allow them to descend from the heavens into the ring.
Yeah, they got like the intern at harness school to rig him up.
Something didn't work.
Something didn't work, and he fell to his death
in the middle
of the arena.
This is a pay-per-view event. This
live
is
in front of an entire audience of people.
Right. So, of course, they took that off the screen as fast as they could. And then obviously the announcers are trying to scramble to figure out what to talk about. And then after they dealt with, trying to, remove him and get him medical treatment, and obviously that was ineffective because he sadly passed away, it wasn't like, well, folks, sorry, we had a tragedy happen. You know how it goes with fake wrestling. Not going to be able to do the rest of this because we had a real death. They said, anywho, on with the show. And they kept
Here's
on
the next
wrestling.
theme music. And they knew he was dead. It's not like he died 2 days later. They announced it on the show 20 minutes later. They said, I'm sorry to announce he's dead. Anyway, next match. Bill Maher, Skip Bayless, come on down.
Bill Maher had a full-on pants set. He was like, yeah, that's real toughness. Fake wrestling. And then, I don't know why Bill Maher turned into Vince McMahon there.
It's the ultimate play job. We need some juice. We need something on this match. Should I get some color, sir? No, get some dead. Dead.
This is...
Look at him.
So macabre. Like, how in the world did Bill Maher start to lead the... And Skip Bayless, too, when he was talking about it. Although, like you said, he was trying to do it in a more nuanced way. But still, Skip Bayless's ultimate point was...
Get tougher.
Well, his
football players.
His ultimate point, what everybody jumped on him on, was... Think about the playoff implication. It's like, think about the dead implications right now. You know what I mean? Like, I get what you're saying. It's a multi-billion-dollar business. Lots of stuff happens. We did have a death possibly happen on screen, and a lot of people saw it. Millions of people are traumatized by this. It's a little bit disarming. It's a little bit alarming, I should say. So, yeah, if we didn't all react in the best possible way for Skip Bayless's tastes, I think that's okay.
Dates have been unveiled for the college football playoff. Details next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
Watch out for a disabled tank truck on the right shoulder of southbound 270 on the east outer belt near Morse Road. And there's a slowdown on northbound 71 on the south side between Greenlawn Avenue and 315. This report is sponsored by Z-Bart, who stands between your vehicle and rust, bug guts, scratches, and your best friend riding shotgun. Refresh your ride with Z-Bart Detailing Services. For a limited time, scratch removal from only $29 and window tint starting at $99. Z-Bart, your vehicle's best defense. I'm Nicole for 97.1, The Fan Traffic.
Looking for reliable roofing services in Central Ohio? Go with Nitro Roofing. We'll get the job done right the first time. Reach out today for a free estimate at nitroroofing.com.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here, and the playoff action is here. And there isn't a more rewarding sportsbook in the game than Tipico. Get ready to bet on the biggest games of the year, the playoff basketball, the hockey, the actions every night. You want to make the most of every game? You've got to bet with Tipico. You'll get up to 5% cash back on your bets. Claim your new sign-up bonus now and get $150 in protected bets when you deposit $100. Sign up now. Enter the promo code TheFan150 to get your bonus. Download the Tipico Sportsbook app today. Must be 21 or older and physically located in Ohio. Terms and conditions do apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Some people just know there's a better way to do things, like bundling your home and auto insurance with Allstate, or going to the grocery store for milk instead of buying your own cow. You know there's an easier and better way. Save up to 25% when you bundle home and auto with Allstate.
Bundled savings vary by state and are not available in every state. Saving up to 25% is the countrywide average of the maximum available savings off the home policy. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Hey there, friends. It's Bo Bishop here, and I want you to picture this. Cannonballs into the lake, s'mores at the fire pit, sleeping under the stars. Well, that could be you when you visit my friends at RCD RV. RCD is having its summer open house, and you don't want to miss it. Huge RV savings all month long in June. New travel trailers as low as $14,995. The area's widest selection, over 600 new and pre-owned RVs in stock. Start your summer adventure at RCD RV. Visit one of the 3 Central Ohio locations or online anytime at rcdrv.com.
Hi, here are some ways to listen to The Fan. You can download the Fan app or listen at home on your smart speaker or open up the iHeartRadio app or hold your head out the window and hear Common Man scream. Happy listening from the dopes at The Fan.
Common Man here for Care Heating and Cooling. Weather is unpredictable, but the inside of your home should be comfortable just the way you like it. And the best way to avoid those unnecessary surprises is with a care plan. See, with a care plan, you get priority service, system maintenance in case of an emergency. Just another way to give you and your family peace of mind. And maintaining your systems properly can help save you money. A properly maintained furnace and air conditioner run more efficiently, reducing your utility usage. Regular maintenance also prevents breakdowns and extends the life of your equipment. I'm on the care plan, and I'm quite the expert. I'll stop by and give your system a once-over. I will. Don't tempt me. I end every commercial the same way, telling you to hire Care when you need a company you can trust. It's not just the slogan. That's the Care creed. How about this? Lennox. They have thousands of dealers nationwide. HVAC royalty. Last year, Lennox gave Care their coveted Partner of the Year award because they're trusted by their customers and their partners. Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING or book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com when you need a company you can trust.
Another day is here, and you're ready for it. What to wear? Check. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Check. Planning for what's next and how to save for it? That's where Bank of America can help. For your financial to-dos, Bank of America has experts ready to help get you closer to your goals. Get started at one of our Central Ohio financial centers or 24/7 in our mobile banking app. Find a location near you at bankofamerica.com/talktous. What would you like the power to do? Mobile banking requires downloading the app and is only available for select devices. Message and data rates may apply. Bank of America N.A., member FDIC.
When life is on hold due to a painful injury or condition, every day counts. Start the path to recovery now with Central Ohio's most trusted team of orthopedic experts. Start with orthopedic1.com.
More and more people are falling into problem gambling. Mary Haven's experts offer comprehensive care. You and your loved ones can count on mental, emotional, and financial guidance.
Confidential and judgment-free. Go to maryhaven.com today.
If your garage door is so old that somehow it was there before your house was, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For 30 years, transforming the look of people's homes with beautiful Clopay doors. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Most businesses have one tagline.
Not here, baby.
At Sunny Street Cafe, for whatever reason, we've got 7.
Yeah, we do.
And here's number 5.
Sunny Street Cafe. Tasty breakfast and lunch with fist bump friendly kind of service.
Now with 8 locations.
97.1 The Fan. Memorial Leaderboard Update.
This report brought to you by BMI Federal Credit Union. Visit them today at bmifcu.org. Round 1 of the Memorial Tournament, 26 players are under par. Your leader alone at -7 is Canadian Adam Hadwin. 2 better than world number 1 Scotty Scheffler, who says he was happy with his opening round 67.
Yeah, going out this morning, a little softer greens, a little softer fairways, and was able to put up a good score. Yeah, felt like I hit a lot of quality shots today. Felt like my ball strike was really good and was able to hold a few putts as well. So overall, pretty pleased with the round today.
Xander Schauffele and Ludwig Oberg are 3 back at -4, but again, all chasing Adam Hadwin at 7 under par. We'll have another report for you next hour. Live outside of Muirfield Village, I'm Skip Mossick on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Highly medicated, barely educated. This is Common Man and T-Bone.
Happy Thursday. It is Name That Hole Thursday. Please send us your tales of foliage, and we will then rule accordingly. Tweet us at Man and Bone 971. Text the burner phone, 614-787-3093, which is where I got this message.
Okay.
I was telling the story in the first segment because today is the 80th anniversary of D-Day. And while I had one grandfather who was on the beach in Normandy doing the fighting, same stuff you saw in Saving Private Ryan, I had another grandfather who was in the Italian Navy, was in Africa, captured, sent to an Indian prison camp for 6 years. So somebody sends me a message on the burner. Holy crap, Common Man. My Italian grandfather was captured in Libya in 1940, and he also spent 6 years in a POW camp in India.
Wow.
I wonder if they knew each other.
Maybe
and here we are.
Maybe they ran into each other. You never know.
Here we are. If that's the case, I mean, I assume if you're in a POW, I don't know how big the camp was.
Well, sure.
I don't know. Lots of prisoners, I'm sure, were there. But here we are, 80 years later, and the offspring, are indirectly talking to each other on the radio, where later I will say pee-pee no worky.
Right. It's a very large world with lots of random coincidences, you know? Lots of random things happen like that. That's crazy, though. Did you ever find out what part of India, what city, or anywhere does he...
Maybe my mom knows.
See, I find that very interesting with my family, where they will tell me very interesting stories like that, where it's like, this thing, your grandfather was in the war, this happened, he was a prisoner, he was taken here, et cetera, et cetera. And then I will ask for specifics on those stories, like, oh yeah, so when did that happen exactly, and what, where, and I just know that he was, like, they know the high points, but then beyond that, it's like no one talks about the actual specifics, because I have found that with my own parents, asking them questions about things that happened in my mom or dad's life, they'll talk about it and say, oh yeah, well, what grade were you? And they're like, oh, I don't know. I'm like, well, were you in like elementary school or junior high? They're like, I don't know. Kind of all runs together. It's like, but how do you not know that? How do they not have these details? I'm always curious about that stuff.
And if he's not captured, my grandfather, I'm not here.
Oh, is that? Oh, yeah,
well,
right.
I mean, just the natural course of things, because my grandfather and my grandmother grew up in the same village in Sicily, and they knew each other, but they weren't friends. They weren't involved in any way.
Right.
And so my grandfather, at the age of 18, he goes off and starts to live his life.
Mm-hmm.
Goes to Africa, has a pet monkey, runs a restaurant, joins the Italian Navy, right? He goes off.
Has a pet monkey.
Yeah, had a pet monkey. There's a photo of my grandfather with a pet monkey.
Ted, I honestly didn't know if that was like a Friends reference or if that was like legit he had a pet monkey.
He had a pet monkey.
Okay, all right.
He had a pet monkey.
Okay, good.
He was, traveling around, doing his thing, was a shoemaker. That was his craft.
Mm-hmm.
Ran a restaurant, made shoes. Okay, God bless.
A couple different things, yeah.
So, Italian Navy, gets captured, goes to India. Comes back, he's like 40 years old. Okay? Not married.
No.
Because he's been doing these things, and then he was in a prison camp.
Sure.
He comes back to the village, and everybody that he knew was married and gone.
Sure.
Had started families.
Oh, yeah, by that point, if you're 40 back in those days, I mean, you might as well have been like 70.
Exactly, because they were getting married off at 18, 19 years old.
Yeah.
Right? So he goes back, and no one's really there or available. But my grandmother is. Who's also not 40 yet, but she's like 36, 37, not married, nothing. She apparently had a big love in her life that wanted to marry her and take her to America, move to New York. So he said, I want to marry you. Let's go. So she said, you have to ask my father. That's the way it goes. What my father says, that's it.
Wow.
So he went. And they talked to the father, and the father said no. And the way my grandmother tells the story is that her older sister was very ugly. Again, this is her telling the story.
Yeah, history is written by the survivors. It's
her
like
older
we don't
sister
know exactly how the truth is, but sure.
Was very ugly, and it was forbidden for a younger sister to get married before the older sister.
Yeah, again, I can't imagine what that was like. But if I'm living in that time period, it's like, okay, you can tell me what you want. I got stuff.
Well, I'm just saying.
I'm going with Mr. New York over here. We're going to go see
fine.
Later.
That's not the way that it was done.
I know.
So she respected that, and the dude said, I'm sorry, I have to go. So he went to America by himself. So she was there alone when my grandfather came back. Apparently, the ugly sister was so ugly, they eventually said, oh, well, this guy's here.
Yeah.
Don't let him get away.
Sure.
Because the ugly one's never going to get married. You can at least do something for yourself. And so they looked at each other and said, well, I'm old. You're old. We're the only two left. Let's get married and have kids.
Your grandmother could have been married to Mario Andretti.
Could be.
Who was going over there to
I think
start his racing career.
There's a little bit before Mario Andretti.
She was?
Yes.
He's old. I know. She's old, too. I know.
She's dead.
Well,
She's long dead.
That's right. Yeah.
My grandfather was born in 1908.
Oh, that's right. Yes, I forgot.
Yes, they were older.
Old. Yeah.
And I think she was born in 1912, I want to say.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm guessing she's a little older than Mario Andretti, who's what, 80?
Yeah, I think he's probably in his, he's probably pushing 80. That's right.
All right.
Hey, you never know. I don't know if some hotshot young guy was like, look at this old lady. I love it. Yeah, take her to New York. Let's go.
Hey, you're old. I'm old. Let's make some kids and get the hell out of here. And then here I am.
Yeah, all these years later.
Here I am all these years later.
Yeah.
All right, college football playoff has set dates.
Yeah.
Give them to me.
We've talked about this a few times, but if you've missed it, the first 4 first-round college football playoff games were December 20th and 21st. ABC and ESPN will televise these games Friday, Saturday night, 8 p.m. Eastern kickoff time. TNT will have the December 21st afternoon games at 12 and 4. Those games go up against a pair of NFL games with Houston, Kansas City at 1, Baltimore, Pittsburgh at 4:30. So, yeah, I mean, this is. I don't think this is a big deal that this is when they're happening, but if you're trying to plan your day around it and know when it is, the first 4 college football playoff games, December 20th, 21st, 2 each on each day. So there you go.
I thought there's just 1 on the 20th and 3 on the 21st.
Is that what it is? It says a televised game on Friday and Saturday night. Oh, Friday and Saturday night. You're right. Okay, so we've got, Friday is 1.
How you doing, Teddy?
Doing good, Mike.
I read this story yesterday, so I had it right yesterday, but I'll read it again today. Yes, the 4 p.m. You're right. They have Friday night, 8 p.m., Saturday night, 8 p.m. Those are both on ABC and ESPN. Then the TNT games are 12 and 4 on Saturday. So you get 3 on Saturday against the NFL, 1 on Friday night.
How's your day off yesterday, Teddy?
It was pretty good.
Yeah. No doctor's appointments, nothing? Just lounge around, have fun?
Basically, yeah. So I get to watch a Fast 5. You know, I'm going through the Fast and Furious movies. So
how many are there?
The most recent one is Fast X, which is 10.
I see.
But there's a part 2 to that. So I don't know how that'll go down. I guess that'll be the 11th one, technically, but it's part 2 of 10.
Vin Diesel in all of these?
He was not in the second one. Yeah, that was just.
He got too big for that.
Yeah, I think so.
Then the movie roles dried up, and there he is again.
He came back. Yeah.
I've only seen the first one. That's it.
Really? Yeah. I think I watched. Was the second one Tokyo Drift? Or the third one? Whatever one was.
That was the third one.
Okay. Which one was First Contact, where the aliens came down?
Yes. I don't think that was that.
Yeah, I think they've at some point around like 4 or 5, they were like, let's just troll people and see like, oh hey, this one can like jump off a cliff and land on an airplane moving, and then it stops it with the power of a Ferrari.
People keep buying tickets, man. They keep going.
I know.
Fast 5. That's when The Rock showed up. So
that's what I watched.
Yeah, so he was in that.
Ryan Day is letting you come and visit. Details next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
There's some stop-and-go traffic causing a 5-minute delay on eastbound 70 on the east side between James Road and Bryce Road. And watch out for an accident on the right shoulder of eastbound 270 on the north outer belt after 23. This report is sponsored by COSI, Center of Science and Industry. Transport yourself back in time and explore the fascinating and harrowing story of the Titanic's maiden voyage. Don't miss Titanic, the Artifact Exhibition, now open at COSI, featuring over 200 authentic artifacts, room recreations, and more. Tickets on sale now. Book your voyage at cosi.org. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Score a goal with the Love My Crew checking account from Pathways, the checking account that rewards you for supporting the crew. Learn more at pathwayscu.com. Pathways Financial Credit Union, official credit union of the Columbus Crew, federally insured by NCUA.
Bobcat Enterprises is your local family-owned partner for spring landscaping and construction projects. Being a local business since 1975 means giving our community great deals on our full line of Bobcat equipment, including Bobcat compact track loaders, excavators, tractors, mowers, and more. Right now, get financing as low as 0% for 48 months on select equipment. Build local. Stop by Bobcat Enterprises in Hilliard, Reynoldsburg, or Zanesville to find current specials or see our full line of products at bobcatent.com today.
Whether you're popping the question or ready to say I do, there's only one true jeweler to shop for your one true love. Hi, it's Alex Johnson from the Diamond Cellar. As a true jeweler, we not only have luxury designer collections to meet your bridal needs, but we also have talented in-house designers who can create something truly one of a kind. For more than 75 years, our expert staff has been caring for couples just like you and providing the absolute lowest prices guaranteed. Visit the Diamond Cellar on Sawmill Road or Easton Town Center. The possibilities are endless.
Ah, the sweet sounds of spring. Baseball, birds, and the glorious hum of a freshly tuned AC system. Don't sweat it. Call the Waterworks Heating and Cooling Team, 614-333-9720, or schedule service on our website. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better AC.
Don't miss a minute of the action on the diamond with ESPN Bet. The exclusive sportsbook of ESPN is the only place to find offers and promotions from your favorite ESPN shows and personalities, including daily odds boost and home run specials all season long. New users can get a bet reset up to $1,000 in bonus bets if your first bet doesn't win. Download ESPN Bet today. What a play. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Do you subscribe to the Fans YouTube channel? Well, why not? Catch our best interview, Stupid Man and Bone videos, and live video of our shows as they happen.
You can participate in your neighborhood watch.
Search 971 The Fan and subscribe today.
It's the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event. So give your friends something to look at and make this a summer to share and save with a capable Kia SUV like the Sorento, Sportage, Seltos, or Telluride, or a powerful sedan like the fun-to-drive Forte, each backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. And for a limited time, get 1.9% APR for 48 months for well-qualified buyers and $1,000 bonus cash on specially tagged 2024 Sportage and Sorento models. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Financing for 24 to 48 months from Kia Finance, subject to credit approval for purchase of a new 2024 Sportage or Sorento. Excludes hybrids and PHEVs. $21.65 per month per 1,000 financed at 48 months. $1,000 bonus cash on specially tagged models must be applied as down payment. Must take delivery by 7/8/24. Limited inventory. Warranty is a limited powertrain warranty. See retailer for details.
When you're drinking a frozen beverage from McDonald's, your brain may not like how refreshingly cold it is. But the rest of your body, oh yes, it's gonna relish every moment of it. Because there are drinks. Then there are drinks from McDonald's.
Refresh yourself with an any-size frozen drink like a Sprite Lemonade for just $1.79 and paired with a McCrispy and fries. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I'm Kelly Burris, a partner at Cordell & Cordell. For over 3 decades, Cordell & Cordell has been on the front lines of family law. Divorce is more than just a legal process. It's a life-changing event that can impact your future, finances, and your relationship with your children. You've worked hard to build a life you're proud of, and you deserve a legal partner who will work just as hard to protect it.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Columbus area attorneys. 10 West Broad Street, Suite 1550, Columbus, Ohio, 43215. CordellCordell.com.
Want to know anything about the Fans contest, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Did you feel that? It's your radio getting fatter. Getting fatter.
Chubby time!
This is Common Man and T-Bone.
This dumb show brought to you by the Hinder Motor Company. It is Name That Hole Thursday. Send us your tales of Holio at Man and Bone 971. Text the burner phone 614-787-3093. Ohio State announced today it will open its first 4 practices of preseason camp on August 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th to fans. Not for free, of course. You have to pay them. With tickets for each practice session costing $50.
Yes.
The Buckeyes will sell 750 tickets for each session with a limit of 10 tickets per order. Each ticket will also include a pair of commemorative 2024 Ohio State training camp sunglasses. Yes. And access to the family-friendly Fan Fest as opposed to the adult film Fan Fest that they're going to have later.
Right.
Where it's just all bondage and fluids being exchanged. Each practice will begin at approximately 9:15 a.m. with gates opening at 8:30. Tickets will go on sale. They did go on sale 11 o'clock today.
I wonder if there are any tickets left by this point, right? I would think. I don't know. I'm not. This is something that's not for me personally, given that we've been in the media. We've been to things like this. So I wouldn't personally be interested in buying these, but I get why people who don't get to do that would jump at the chance to see this. There was a time, right, where like you could put Buckeye tickets on sale for the general public, and before you could even say the words, the tickets are on sale, like 5 minutes later they'd announce, okay, we're sold out of all the games this year. Sorry, folks. If you didn't get in, you didn't get in. And so I don't know now. That's not the case anymore. I don't know if that's where Buckeye Nation is when it comes to these, practice tickets, but 750 of them for 4 days? So quick math tells me that's less than 3,000 tickets, and they're $50 a piece, which is not cheap. But I can see people paying that to go in and actually get to watch a practice and see what that's really like. It's quite worth doing if you've never done it, of course.
Some big crew news today. Tim Bezbatchenko, Bez, is leaving the crew. I mean, that's big news.
Yeah, it was pretty shocking to me. I was not. So if you want to check out our podcast, Bone and Beam United, we talk about soccer every week, me and Braden Beam. We all year have been saying we don't know how much longer we have with this current group of players or even necessarily Wilfried Nancy, because when you're that good, when you win MLS Cup and then you're in this CONCACAF Champions Cup and they made it all the way to the final, that's a sign that you've got a lot of talent both on the field and behind the scenes. So don't be surprised if some of that talent gets poached or if people are interested in trying to get some of that talent to leave Columbus. And that's just the way soccer works. It happens to the best teams in the world. It certainly can happen to the crew. I did not really dial in on the fact that Tim Bezbatchenko might be one of those people. Doesn't mean that I'm mad about it. Just I was surprised because, he is a Columbus guy. He had gone off to work for MLS. He had worked for Toronto. He had built Toronto into a championship level team in MLS, then came here, and we've seen what he's done. 2 titles since he got here, 2 MLS Cups, and with 2 different coaches, tons of great players. Yeah, everything's been good. Everything has worked with Tim Bezbatchenko. It's been awesome.
Now he's going to go on and run, was it AFC Bournemouth?
Yeah.
In the English Premier League?
Yep. It's the owner, I believe, of the Vegas Golden Knights. He owns them and a bunch of other sports properties around the world. So he's technically going to work for the soccer arm of that ownership group, but yes, I'm sure one of his primary responsibilities will be running Bournemouth and trying to get them to be as good,
Is it Bournemouth or Bournemouth?
It's Bournemouth.
All right.
Yeah.
Bournemouth.
Well, yeah. I don't care. I'm not from there. Call it Bournemouth.
No, I know. I just want to make sure I'm saying it the right way. Clearly I wasn't.
Bournemouth. Call it that. My God.
I'd love to do it with Jason's Bournemouth.
That's Jason's Bournemouth.
It is pretty cool, though, that a dude
absolutely.
who won 2 titles here, he went to DeSales, he's from Westerville, is now going to go on and run an EPL club.
I want to be clear. I have nothing bad against, this is the opportunity you earn. When you come here, help my team win a bunch of stuff, I'm going to be happy for you personally when you go on and do your thing. But as a fan of the team, I would like all the players and all the coaches and all the front office people who got all this success to stick around for the rest of their careers and then retire, and then that's it. And yeah, that's obviously not realistic. So me as a crew fan, I am a little bit nervous about the fact that we're losing this guy who's been so instrumental in not just the crew, but also Toronto when they were good. He helped build that. So I know what we're losing here, but I'm happy for him because you're right. This is a dream come true, I'm sure, for him to go. And that's just one step. I'm sure that won't be the last place he goes either. If he does well there, on and upward he goes. So,
well, the crew have already announced his replacement too. Is it Issa Tall?
It's I think it's technically Issa.
Issa Tall?
Issa Tall, yeah.
So he's in the front office now. He's like the second in charge, and now they're going to promote him to be general manager.
Yes. So the front office for the crew has been, again, for people who care about such things, who are into like hardcore soccer podcast stuff.
Oh, hardcore.
Well, you know what I'm saying. It's not the family-friendly zone. It's the adult zone. Yeah. This is a guy who has been as instrumental in the front office as anyone, and a lot of people around the league have taken note of that. He's been interviewed for general manager positions last season. Right at the end of the season, he was getting interviewed for those positions. This is a guy who previously also worked for Toronto, but he also worked at an interesting place to work. He worked for the FIFA. He worked for FIFA's headquarters in Zurich. And that's he was in the team services and competition department, which is the group responsible for organizing the World Cup and other FIFA competitions. So,
I like you. You brought me again into the FIFA.
I'm saying
it's not him. But
No, that's Sepp Blatter. But Issa Tall knows the business of soccer. He knows how things work, is what I'm saying. So
he knows how to bribe people.
Hey, man, I'm just saying I want to win. So are we here to play footsie or are we here to win?
I'm with you.
So let's go.
We talk about it all the time with, the Blue Jackets for the last 10 years want to talk about culture. I don't care about culture.
I'm here to win.
Don Waddell shows up and says, I pretty much loser teams talk about culture. That's right, Donnie.
I agree.
Let's go.
Yeah, so in either case, good for Issa Tall. Good that the crew promoted from within because they have a good group here. But, yeah, man, it's just sad to see Tim Bezbachenko go. He has certainly earned the right to do so. We wish him well.
Fat Boy Food Tap. Coming up next, Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
There's an accident on the right shoulder of eastbound 70 on the east side between Livingston Avenue and 33, causing some delay. And we have a slowdown on westbound 70 downtown between the 71 east and west split. This report is sponsored by Z-Bar, who stands between your vehicle and rust, bug guts, scratches, and your best friend riding shotgun. Refresh your ride with Z-Bar detailing services. For a limited time, scratch removal from only $29 and window tint starting at $99. Z-Bar, your vehicle's best defense. I'm Nicole for 97.1, The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Glow Fiber. Glow Fiber Business is now in Ohio. With prepackaged and customized fully fiber optic business internet solutions, call 1-833-WANT-GLOW or visit glowfiberbusiness.com today.
Common Man and T-Bone here for the sports book at Hollywood Casino Columbus. It is almost that time for Columbus's biggest golf event of the year.
Yep, the sports book at Hollywood Casino is giving away all sorts of prizes for their Memorial Wager and Win drawings on Thursday, June 6th at 6 p.m.
When?
Thursday, June 6th at 6 p.m.
You can win fabulous prizes like Memorial Tournament tickets, golf clubs, and more now until June 6th.
Must be 21 years or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
If your garage door is so ugly that hanging a picture of your mother-in-law on it would actually make it look better, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For 30 years, transforming the look of people's homes with beautiful Clopay doors. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Most businesses have one tagline.
How boring is that?
Which is why at Sunny Street Cafe, we've got 7.
Yes, please.
Like our number 6.
Sunny Street Cafe, the fancy pancake place.
Amazing fancy.
Now with 8 locations.
It's Kubota Orange Days. Shop the year's best selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. And now, through June 30th, get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months or up to $2,800 off BX23S tractors. See the details at KubotaOrangeDays.com.
Visit CEC Turf and Tractor in Canal Winchester, 9449 Basil Western Road, or by phone 614-837-5516.
When it comes to your roof, there's really one team to call, Newman Roofing. From the first call to the final nail, our team of professionals will be there every step of the way, answering any questions you have throughout the entire process. So give Newman Roofing a call today at 614-NEW-ROOF or visit us online at newmanroofing.com.
Ohio Mulch Landscape Supply.
Hi, this is Ron Frost with Ohio Mulch, and here's to Ohio Mulch celebrating 40 years of making the community a greener and more beautiful place, one garden at a time. Don't miss out on the opportunities to elevate your outdoor space and to be part of a journey towards the next 40 successful years. Check out our promotions online at ohiomulch.com.
Ohio Mulch Landscape Supply. Cleaner, greener, better.
O'Reilly. Check engine light on? Take the guesswork out of your check engine light with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free and provides a report with solutions based on over 650 million vehicle scans verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we can recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Open your door to a gorgeous Nature Stone floor. This is Paul Keels for Nature Stone. June only, they're making huge deals for Dad with savings up to 50% off any garage floor. Schedule your free cost estimate today at naturestone.com. It's not just a floor. Wow, it's Nature Stone.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good afternoon. I'm Paul Keels. Despite a birdie on number 18, Adam Hadwin has the lead of the first round of the Memorial at Muirfield Village. He had a 6-under-66, getting birdies on 4 holes on the backside. And Hadwin presently one-stroke lead over Scotty Scheffler at a 5-under-67. Colin Morikawa, Xander Schauffele, and Ludwig Oberg are 2 off the lead at 4 under. Baseball today in Cleveland, 9th inning. Guardians trail Kansas City 4-3. Cincinnati Reds open a series at home of the Chicago Cubs tonight. Reds going for a 5th straight win. Columbus Clippers continue their series at Indianapolis tonight. You can hear Game 1 of the NBA Finals this evening here on The Fan, with the Dallas Mavericks in Boston to take on the Celtics. Ladies number 1 seed Iga Swiatek advancing to the finals of the French Open, defeating Coco Gauff today. This update brought to you by Naturestone. Schedule your free cost estimate today at naturestone.com. It's not just a floor. Wow, it's Naturestone. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Objects in radio may be dumber than they appear. This is Man and Bone.
Happy Thursday. It's named that whole Thursday. Send us your tale of Holio at Man and Bone 971. We will be the judge and jury and the executioner. You can also text us 614-787-3093. This is from the burner. We were talking about this yesterday. That when you go to the fast food window and they hand you something that's wrong, right? If you take the bag, let's say you pull into the next parking spot to inspect, and you say, oh, this is not what I ordered. If you go back in there, hand them the food back, they're going to destroy that food.
Yeah, I mean, usually what a lot of places, the last few times that's happened to me, if I bring something back, they'll say, well, you can just keep it because obviously it's not food you want, but you can just keep it because we can't take it back.
Yes, but I did get a texter, though, saying drive-thru workers don't always reject wrong orders you try to give them back. I know from experience. Several weeks ago, I was given a full Taco Bell order that was initially incorrect that was given to another person. Twist is the person took 1 bite out of every item.
Oh, what?
The drive-thru worker not only took it back, but gave it to the delivery person who brought it to me. It was the most foul Taco Bell experience of my life.
Oh, yeah.
Now, here's my question, though.
Okay.
Do we know that the delivery person didn't take a bite of each thing?
Well, right. I mean, do we also, right. I mean, do we know that any of this happened, right? I mean, there's all kinds of what ifs. But let's assume this is true on its face, and let's assume it is that the person got the food back from, you're right, it could be a possibility that
I just wonder if the delivery driver just wanted a little snack.
Well, but if you've ever done the food delivery, like, they seal it up. So unless you're like unless you know how to like reseal it all, because they put it like stickers and stuff on it so that if it's open, you'll see that it's been opened. So I'm saying.
But it was open if somebody took a bite out of it, it's open.
Yeah, but if you are like working at a drive-thru and you hand someone food through a window and then that food is wrong, they bring it back and they go, oh, this was a DoorDash order. They put it in a different bag that has like, they usually put it in like a big paper bag.
Right, I believe you.
So I'm saying like, I could see that being a situation where maybe they took the food out, put it in the right bag, sealed it up, gave it to the guy. Either way, that's why you're not supposed to take it back, because you don't know what the person did to it before they give it back to you. So yeah, even though someone did do this, that is awful. That's not what they're supposed to do. They should not do that.
Patriots are bad. They drafted Drake May in the first round to be their quarterback of the future, so you would think he would be the starting quarterback, but they have said that Jacoby Brissett is going to be their starter. Don't worry, though. He'll, halftime of the first game, his lung will explode or something will happen to him.
Yeah. I mean, that could be the case, but...
No, that will be the case.
Yeah.
And then that guy's snake bit, man.
No, but you know what? I don't blame the Patriots at this point. I don't want to minimize an NFL team's entire season, but I will here with the Patriots and say, until you figure out what you're doing at quarterback, until you get that right, it's not going to matter. And I don't know. I am not high on Drake May personally. Maybe.
Well, they drafted him.
I know.
I hope they're high on him.
Well, what I'm saying is, if they are looking at it as, let's give him time to develop, and then in a few weeks, yes, when there's naturally an injury or something happens or whatever, poor play forces our hand, then yeah, you can move on this, and then you don't say, oh, and he didn't work out this year, so we got to get rid of him. No, now you've basically, if you don't make him the starter, you're giving him a signal that, like, we're going to give you a couple years to sort this through. You have a brand new head coach. You're actually kind of in the scenario that it should be. Usually these teams end up with, like, entrenched coach who's bad, who's about to get fired, who then drafts bad quarterback, or his team does, and then maybe bad coach affects bad quarterback, and then bad coach goes away. Rookie quarterback now is kind of sitting there going, well, am I in or not? New coach comes in, has no attachment to that quarterback. At least here you have the new coach, the new quarterback. You would think they're going to want a couple years to make sure this all works out. So I'm wondering if that's not going to change through the offseason, but certainly it's a storyline that's going to, you would think by the middle of the season, they're going to have to start the rookie and see what he's got.
Chargers released former Buckeye Corey Linsley, who has also decided to retire. I blame Jim Harbaugh somehow. I mean, he's there now, and
there was a story last week, right? That Corey Linsley had some kind of heart issue.
Yes, he's so he said he was 99% set on retiring.
Yeah, like he pretty much has to retire medically, it seems like, or feels like he does, because of this issue. And so the Chargers like, well, if you're not going to be around,
no, I understand it.
It does seem a little cold if that's truly what happened.
It's business. It has to happen. He's been in the NFL for about 10 years, of course, played at Ohio State. Let him live. All right, we've done enough, right?
I think so.
Fat Boy Food Tap.
Common Man and T-Bone have very little value unless they're telling you about all the crap they can shove in your mouth so you can die quicker. It's time for Fat Boy Food Tip. Wait, how do you want me to say it? Tip. This is dumb. I quit.
I want to talk about Dairy Queen today. The last couple of summers, Dairy Queen has had a new dipped flavor. So the chocolate dipped is there all the time. Cherry dipped is there at certain locations.
Mm-hmm.
They don't do like butterscotch dip, do they, anymore?
They did do it
recently. They did. I don't know if they...
I didn't know you were going with Dairy Queen dips. Are you talking about a new dip that involves cookies and cream? We may have already talked about this last week when you were gone.
Did?
Yes.
Oh.
But that's okay. But go ahead and tell the people who didn't hear.
Here's what I was going to say. They're testing this.
Yes.
You talked about it last week. Why would you get a dipped cookies and cream cone from Dairy Queen when you can get the ultimate cookies and cream thing, which is a Blizzard with Oreo in it?
No, because I don't know.
I want really tiny, grainy pieces of Oreo, please, not huge chunks.
Well, I guess because you want a dipped ice cream cone, but you want the certain flavor, I guess. I don't know. I'm just saying. That's why they're testing it out.
Blizzard, chunky, go.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I just see what you're saying. I thought I would give this a shot because I thought, what the hell? It sounds good.
Did you find it?
No, I haven't looked for it yet. Apparently, I'm seeing here that it's been spotted at a restaurant in Massachusetts. Our listener, Callie, actually tweeted this to us and said, wanted to make sure you guys knew about this. So that's how we found out about it last week. But yeah, apparently it looks like they're going a little bit after Cookie Monster here. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to make this thing like a Cookie Monster looking.
Well, they're calling it the Cookie Monster dipped cone.
There you go. That's right. So, yeah, I would like it if I could get a Blizzard. And you know how sometimes the Blizzard sticks over the top a little bit? They put that extra lid on it. At least the one I go to, the big plastic lid like they put on the parfaits. Yeah, because sometimes it's bigger than the cup. I'm saying dip that in the give me a little hard shell on the top of that I can break into, and then I still get my Blizzard underneath. I'm not a big fan of ice cream cones myself, but I do like a dipped ice cream cone if I'm going to do it.
And I think we've talked about this before. I think what you should be able to do when you go to Dairy Queen is order your Blizzard your way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking about, give me extra, because they'll do that. But I'm talking like extra chunky. I don't want little fine pieces. I want chunks.
Oh, I see. Yeah, because you can ask for extra stuff, but you're saying, I want you to I want you to break it up with your hands and then stir it in. I don't want you to use that
Don't
mixer.
even use the machine.
No, just crumble it in your hands and just stir it in. Let's go.
I was looking at a list today of the best fast food milkshakes that got me screaming.
Oh? I didn't see this list.
I'm not a milkshake guy, okay? So I can't judge. However, I will say the number one fast food milkshake on this list was a Frosty, which is not a milkshake.
Yeah, I mean it's milkshake adjacent, but it is. Yeah, I we've had this discussion before.
Yes, we've had it before.
You let it sit for 5 minutes, it becomes a milkshake because you can sip it through a straw. But yeah, I get what you're saying. If you want a creamy milkshake, it is not quite the creamiest thing you can have. To be fair.
All right, I have nothing else. What do you have?
Do they have the rest of the top 5, or are you just gonna give us the number one and that's it?
No, I didn't use it.
Why didn't know you didn't? You
I was
brought it up.
I was gonna use Cookie Monster dip cone. I didn't know you did it last week.
We also have. I found this out today just by doing my own reconnaissance. I went over to Bojangles, Bojangles, as we like to call it. Timmy likes to call it that. And I got what I usually get. I get the chicken biscuit.
Got the chicken?
Yeah, I got the chicken at Bojangles. That's what happened. But I got the potato, the Bo-tato medallions, as they're called. It's their version of breakfast hash browns. And I've had them before, and I've detected a different taste, but I didn't really think much of it. Today, as I was eating it, I just, for whatever reason, I had it right near my face, and then I had to stop because I had to turn the car. I was driving, so I pulled it away. But I caught a big whiff of onion, and I realized, oh yeah, they do have a very different taste than most potato-y things. Is it this oniony taste that
Onion and potatoes are best friends, my friend.
I know. And so then I, of course, am eating them thinking about onions. I'm like, oh my gosh, yes. How did I never put this together that there's some oniony goodness here?
Are they chopped up in there?
Well, I couldn't tell because I was actually trying to I actually pulled off the road and took a bite of one and looked inside to see if I could detect some onion fleck in there, and I couldn't.
It would be hilarious to me if you put your hazards on.
Oh, yeah, I was in the middle of 270, right in the middle of the road. I just stopped.
Cop car comes behind you like, sir, are you okay? Yes, I was just smelling my hash brown, and I had to see if there was onion on the inside.
I pulled off at the exit and got off into gas station and sat there for a second and was just finishing I was eating them. I just sat there and was like, screw it, I just want to sit here and eat this. And then I drove the rest of the way. But and then I got in here and I had to look it up. Sure enough, they say on their website, our Bo-tato hash brown medallion things, whatever, have just the slightest little hint of onion.
Is it too much for you?
No, I loved it. I'm saying
I like the taste too.
I've always liked the flavor, but I never put together that that's what they were doing was a little bit of extra onion on there. And now I think McDonald's, you've got hash browns. You're famous for your dehydrated little onion flecks. Man, if they would make a onion hash brown, at I know they're not making it in the restaurant. I'm saying you're making it at the factory, right? But just have some of those patties that come with the onion flecks inside, and then when you deep fry it, they just add to the flavor. Let's go.
With the Bo rounds, I picked that up the very first time I ever tasted it.
Yeah, no,
it was the first bite I ever took. It's like, oh, there's onion there.
I noticed it was different. I just didn't piece together that they were doing onion. I just thought, oh, this has a little bit different. Maybe the oil's different. I wasn't really thinking about it because honestly, I was focused on the chicken. I was just shoving those in my mouth, not paying attention. So I gave it its appropriate attention today, and that was a good call.
How's the Bojangles doing business-wise over there? Because I know when it first opened, they had police officers on the street because it was so crowded.
Because the Menards parking lot there, too, is crazy. And I don't know, Bone, every time I've gone since that first week or two, I've been either the only one there or maybe two other customers.
Today was different. Today there were 3 cars sitting at the window when I pulled up.
That's still not that many.
Well, and then there were 2 cars at the box, to order. So there were 5 cars in the drive-thru.
Okay.
And then as I'm pulling in, a lot of restaurants have that kind of horseshoe design now where you pull in on one side, pull out the other side. You don't. You're not. It's not like you go in either entrance and just drive wherever you want to. There's kind of a flow of traffic. So someone had come in the wrong side of the Bojangles, went around the wrong side, and then had pulled up next to the door in the drive-through line with the passenger door out, and then was just sitting there waiting on someone.
It's his world, Bone.
Nice.
And I'm like,
take all the room you need, sir.
I drove around that person and then got in line, and then after that, 3 more cars pulled in behind me. So I don't know if it's just the time I went.
It was hopping today.
Yeah, today it seemed like it was hopping, but you know what? They got it moving quick.
They got to sell chicken there. That's the thing. They don't have the spices.
You mean the bone-in chicken?
They don't have bone-in chicken. It's still just the regular version of the sandwich.
It is.
Filet, the regular filet, no spicy Cajun filet, and no bone-in chicken. It's just fingers. And I think they just started nuggets there, maybe.
They did. They have the little, Bo Bites or something.
Bo Bites.
I will also say the...
Bo Bice, wasn't he on American Idol?
Yes, he was. Everything is Bo there, just so you know, in honor of Bo Jackson. Which one?
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Lamar Bo.
Bo Bishop.
I saw somebody who said his name is actually Lamar Bo Michael Jackson, which I laughed at. I don't know. I don't think his name is Michael Jackson, but it's just, wouldn't that be funny if it's his name is Lamar
and
Jackson.
Jim Jackson.
And Jim Jackson.
Third middle name.
Thank you, Timmy. Yeah. I don't know what for, but thank you, Timmy. How many NFL games is too many? We'll chat about it next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
There's a disabled vehicle on the right shoulder of eastbound 70. On the west side at Wilson Road, cruiser on scene there, causing some slowdown. We also have a 10-minute delay on southbound 315 between Lane Avenue and Town Street. This report is sponsored by Ohio Association of County Behavioral Health Authorities. Sometimes life can be overwhelming. Crisis text line can help. If you are struggling and feel like you can't talk to anyone about it, text 4HOPE to 741-741. Free confidential support. Crisis text line. Text 4HOPE to 741-741 now. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Looking for reliable roofing services in Central Ohio? Go with Nitro Roofing. We'll get the job done right the first time. Reach out today for a free estimate at nitroroofing.com.
It's Kubota Orange Days, your golden opportunity to score a deal that'll make your neighbors green with envy. Shop the year's best selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. And get the year's best deals, like 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,300 off L3302 tractors.
Stop by Columbus Equipment in Columbus, Dayton, or Toledo to see their full line of Kubota construction equipment, or check them out online at columbusequipment.com.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for over 30,000 mouth-watering choices with savings beyond low prices, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. More savings and more inspiring flavors make Kroger worth it every time. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Save big on 12 packs of Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or 7-Up. Select varieties or buy 2, get 2 free with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Legend has it, underneath the NJM insurance offices lies a mysterious room of long-forgotten, moldy mascot memorabilia, often pitched by ad agencies, always rejected by NJM. Is it real? We may never know. But what is real is NJM's dedication to doing what's right for their customers. Astoundingly, they're proud to put policyholders first. No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. Learn more at njm.com.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch? Every day, from lunch to late night. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Get wings the way you want them. Try Twin Peaks wings bone-in breaded, naked, smoked and grilled, or boneless in your favorite sauce or rub.
The Fan app is about to become your new best friend. Your one-stop shop for all your favorite fan shows. ESPN Columbus and BetQL. Live or on demand, listen on your schedule. Download the 97.1 The Fan app today. It's free. Do it.
Common Man here for Diamonds Direct. I can't believe the new offer Diamonds Direct has going on this month. Listen, for the first time, when you purchase a natural diamond engagement ring, you get a free natural tennis bracelet. If you're ready to pop the question, there is no better time. Get the perfect ring and a gorgeous wedding gift this June from Diamonds Direct. A tennis bracelet is at the top of most jewelry wish lists, and Serena Williams brings it right to you. It's timeless and perfect for everyday wear or layering for more of a wow factor. And I know wow. The experts at Diamonds Direct will help you pick the best diamond for your budget and style. And through the end of the month, they're also taking the guesswork out of your next gifting occasion. These bracelets are the perfect gift for birthdays, anniversaries, and of course, wedding days. Maybe a push present. For the best quality, price, and shopping experience, there is no better choice than Diamonds Direct. Catch them online, diamondsdirect.com. Tell them Common Man sent you.
Hi, I'm Josie. My daughter turns 5 today. Blow out the candles. I'm also an Ohio State Highway Patrol trooper. When you move over and slow down, you're not only giving me room to work, you're making sure I can get home to celebrate with my daughter.
Roadside workers have lives and families, but when they're on the job, they put it all on the line to protect and serve us. Let's all give them room to work. When you see flashing lights, remember, they're not just roadside workers. Thank you for moving over and slowing down.
Do you know someone struggling to figure out their mental health benefits? The Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office is here to help. Find us at insurance.ohio.gov/GETMHIA or call us at 855-438-6442. Don't wait. The Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office can help you figure out what mental health insurance benefits may be in their plan. Call us today at 855-438-6442.
Don't let a cold, sinus infection, or allergies ruin your day. Breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier with Navage. Visit Navage.com, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, or a store near you.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Hey there, Central Ohio. I'm Doppler 10 meteorologist Michael Behrens of your latest forecast. We're looking at a few scattered showers around this evening, but those come to an end as we head into tonight. Temperatures will fall to the upper 50s with clearer skies on the way for Friday. Temperatures up into the mid-70s Friday afternoon. We'll be back into the 50s again Friday night with more sunshine and temperatures near 80 for Saturday. Rain for the back half of the weekend. I'm Doppler 10 meteorologist Michael Behrens on 97.1 The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Just be glad you aren't as stupid as these two.
Oh, yes.
This is Common Man and T-Bone.
Please subscribe to the podcast. It is available wherever you get your audio. Just search Common Man and T-Bone. Click subscribe. Every single show comes right to your device free of charge. The podcast is brought to you by our friends, Care Heating and Cooling. Teddy, please do me a favor. Will you please go and get Timmy and tell him to come in here?
I think he's talking to Fish.
Oh, yeah, he's probably in a meeting.
Oh, is it meeting time?
No, it isn't a meeting. He was just...
I don't care. Go
Okay.
Then go break it up.
All right, I'll break it
Tell
up.
him to go into your studio. I want to talk to him about something.
Okay.
Because I just saw that he posted... I didn't even know he did this. Did you know that he hands out parking violations?
Yeah, I know that. I know he had a pad of them. At some point, I was aware that he got that.
He apparently handed one out today and took a picture of it. Took a picture of the violation, took a picture of the car that he handed it to, but put it on the person's windshield.
I'll tell you, if you ask me, people who are likely to end up getting I don't know, officer, why this man started to fight me. Like, Timmy's the one who's going to end up in that situation because he does stuff like this.
You gave somebody a fake parking ticket today.
I did.
I just saw this on Twitter.
I did. I gave it to Bobby once, and he almost wanted to kill me. He didn't find it funny.
Timmy, I'm not surprised because this is what I'm talking about.
So what does this say? What does this fake parking ticket say?
Let's see. I posted a picture of it. I've had this booklet for a while. It was
How
like
many
a
have you
stocking
given out?
stuffer one year, maybe like 3 or 4 ever.
Oh, okay.
It's
So
got to be
this is
really
rare. Okay.
It's got to be really egregious. And if I'm going to give it to a complete stranger, yes, it's like a get it on there and get the hell out.
No, I will say the person that
I don't mess with their car or anything. And put it on the
I know,
number
but
plate.
you should see the way people react to this stuff.
This guy or gal in this Ford SUV.
It was a gal because I saw her before. She was just yammering on her phone when we were going into the store, which I'm like, okay. And you can't tell real well, but that lane, if people know the Hilliard Sam's Club, it gets really full. Obviously, it's a Sam's Club. Tons of people are going in and out. And so I'm like, okay, I don't like to park in that spot that's right next to the cart return.
She's touching portions of 4 spaces.
It's egregious. It's one of the more egregious I've ever seen.
She's literally like, if you've ever seen the 4 corners out there out west where Arizona, Utah,
right.
New Mexico, Colorado all touch.
She's touching 4
She's
states.
basically 4 corners. That's her own parking spot is what she's done right there.
So here's how my little slip reads. This thing's probably from the 90s when this was written. It says, this is not a ticket, but if it were within my power, you would receive 2 because of your bullheaded, inconsiderate, feeble attempt at parking. You have taken enough room for a 20-mule team, 2 elephants, 1 goat, and a safari of pygmies from the African interior. The reason for giving you this is so that in the future you might think of someone else other than yourself. Besides, I don't like domineering, egotistical, or simple-minded drivers, and you probably fit into one of these categories. I sign off wishing you an early transmission failure on the expressway at about 4:30 p.m. Also, may the fleas of 1,000 camels infest your armpits. With my compliments.
That's quite the visual. Hey, let me ask you a question though. First of all, I wouldn't do this, although I do agree with the sentiment. These people should be captured.
I know.
And put in North Korean prison.
I don't know about. Okay.
Yes.
No, jail.
If a big burly, you said you saw the woman who left this car talking on her phone.
I did.
If a big burly dude got out of the car, would you have left the ticket?
No.
No, right?
See?
Why should it be any different for someone like that?
Well,
because if this woman comes up to you, you just got a screaming Karen in your face.
I misunderstood. If I looked around and I knew he was in the store and I was going to quick, throw it on the windshield wiper and get out of there. I'd do it and get out. I wouldn't wait for a confrontation.
Okay.
I thought that's what you meant.
No, that's not what I meant.
I wouldn't have done that if she was sitting in her car either.
Good.
Like, obviously.
Okay, good.
I'm going to have a confrontation with somebody. I'm going to wait till you're nowhere in sight, slip it on the windshield wiper so you can get that feeling when you're walking back. That's what I want. That's what it's all about. So you're like, oh, God, they got me, I'm like, yeah, I want you to know that you can't park like that in a normal society or something is going to happen to you. Not something bad, but you'll get a ticket where you might have to pay $50 or something to your municipality.
I appreciate your idealism. I feel like the person who gets that ticket goes, what kind of, and like just gets mad and screams. And it's like people have they're invading my, like they'll get mad at you for like, how dare you put something on my car? How dare you put some trash on my car?
To me, Timmy, this is what I learned a long time ago.
I'm telling you, I don't think they're getting the message of like,
Timmy,
oh man,
whatever you're about to tell me, I already know it.
Well, I have this conversation with my wife because she's like you. She's an idealist. She wants everybody to see her point of view.
We're not changing it, I know.
If these people had self-awareness, they wouldn't be this way.
It made me feel better, though. Because I could give them a couple minutes of feeling like crap when they were making.
Won't feel like crap.
I think they did.
No, they'll go home and say, "Can you believe the a-hole that put this on my car?"
You just hit the nail. You hit the nail on the head.
To the car, they felt, that ruined their day for at least the 60 seconds before they knew that it was.
They think
it's a real ticket because it's pink and it's on their car.
Well, here's the thing. I agree with you that they should feel bad. And I know that if you got one of those and you were like in a hurry or on your phone and I've parked bad, not like that.
Yes,
but
we've all messed up,
close
right?
to the line,
where we got the line,
and I come out and I go, "Oh, did I park like that? Jeez, I can't believe I did that." And then if I saw a thing on there, I'd be like, "Yep, I fully deserve that." What an idiot.
I'm not giving those the tickets.
No, I know.
If you're like a foot over the line, it might have been. And when I did it to Bobby, like the joke of it is that I was watching him from the studio.
Yeah.
So I was watching him to see the reaction. And it was a morning where the ice and the snow was all over the place. I knew it wasn't his fault. And I was going to call or text him right as he was getting it off of his car, but just to watch
Can
you
you
believe
this?
Yeah, I saw him walk over. He got in the car, started the car, whatever, and then noticed it. And he tried to reach his arm outside the car, couldn't reach it. So he got out, read it, and crumpled it up and was shaking his head, like, oh my God.
What if on that icy morning he gets in the car, he then tries to reach out to get it, slips, falls, breaks his neck.
Yeah, right.
So you're up at the top of the rock up there, the third floor, watching all of this. We're like, hey guys, take a look at this. I put it on Bobby's.
That's a bit there.
He's dead.
Yeah,
he's dead.
That's an SNL bit right there. I would be sad if that is how it went.
There's a guy on TikTok who and on YouTube, I'm sure too.
Cartnark.
Yeah. And he has the stickers. Have you seen this guy, Mike?
This guy's out there.
Bobby actually does that. Bobby does it.
No.
Bobby's
not like this guy.
With this.
Not like
he
this guy.
He lives this life too.
This guy has metallic, like the metallic clings you can just throw at a car and they'll stick to it.
It's just a magnet. It's just a car magnet.
It's a car magnet. Yeah. And it's basically saying I am inconsiderate and I have left my cart somewhere. So he will stand in parking lots at grocery stores, see someone just leave the cart right there, car returns there, and he'll have this video on and be like, oh, there we go. There's one. And he'll just walk up to them and throw it on their windshield or throw it on their car.
And he'll be so polite the whole time when he's dealing with them.
And then they'll stop and get out and be like, what the hell? And they're screaming at him. And he's like, well, you put your cart back. You won't have to get one of those stickers. And then they rip it off, throw it on the ground. He's like, oh, you got rid of mine. All right, here's another one. He just throws another one on their car. They drive another 10 feet. They stop. They throw it.
That's Timmy's hero.
I'm saying,
Timmy drops his pants when he watches that on YouTube.
I watch that, and I think that guy is as brave as Batman going to fight
the confrontation.
How do you do it?
He wants it.
I don't know how you can't do that.
Pulls out a gun and shoots him.
That's what I'm worried about.
We live in a world, right? That's why I'm not doing it when they're around.
All right. How many NFL games is too many? I swear we'll do it next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
We've got stop-and-go traffic causing a 5-minute delay on northbound 71 on the north side between East Broad Street and 11th Avenue, and expect a slowdown due to a crash on the right shoulder of eastbound 70 on the east side between Livingston Avenue and 33. This report is sponsored by Custom Air, your independent American Standard custom care dealer. You're not just a homeowner, you're also an air conditioner that only works sometimes owner. You need cooling built and tested to keep going. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard. Visit customairco.com for your estimate today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Looking for reliable roofing services in Central Ohio? Go with Nitro Roofing. We'll get the job done right the first time. Reach out today for a free estimate at nitroroofing.com.
More and more people are falling into problem gambling. Mary Haven's experts offer comprehensive care. You and your loved ones can count on mental, emotional, and financial guidance.
Confidential and judgment-free. Go to maryhaven.com today.
I'm Tiffany, founder of Harlem Pilates. When I couldn't find Pilates in my neighborhood, I started a studio from my studio apartment. Chase Inc. helped me grow from 1 Pilates studio to 3. Because when you start small, you're going to need some big help.
With the Chase Inc. Business Cash Card, you can earn up to 5% cash back on business essentials, so your business can go from here to possible. Chase for business. Make more of what's yours. Real business owner compensated for their participation. Cards issued by J.P. Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC. Subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
We go to war for you.
Child sex abuse is a crime that must not go unpunished. At Sugar Schnurr Trial Attorneys, we know the law and we'll fight for your rights. I'm Robert Sugar, and we're here to help you fight for justice. Call us at 877-WAR4U.com or visit war4u.com for a free consultation. That's 877-WAR4U, 877-WAR4U, or visit war4u.com.
War for you, war4u.com.
Hi, this is Bob Capacci. Worthington Jewelers has done it again. Come see our new collection of Glock watches at Worthington Jewelers, where Columbus gets engaged.
Do you know someone struggling to figure out their mental health benefits? The Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office is here to help. Find us at insurance.ohio.gov/GETMHIA or call us at 855-438-6442. Don't wait. The Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office can help you figure out what mental health insurance benefits may be in their plan. Call us today at 855-438-6442.
The memorial is here, and we're there, and your neighbors are there, and Scotty Scheffler's lawyer is there. We're live from the memorial continues tomorrow.
Sponsored by Ohio for Responsible Gambling and Orthopedic One. The Fan.
Spectrum One is a big deal. You get Spectrum Internet with the most reliable internet speeds, free advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced security and privacy, and a free Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line with nationwide 5G included, all while saving big. For the big speed, big reliability, and big savings you want, get Spectrum One. Just $49.99 a month for 12 months. Visit spectrum.com/big deal for full details. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
It's Kubota Orange Days. Shop the year's best selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. And now, through June 30th, get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months or up to $2,800 off BX23S tractors. See the details at KubotaOrangeDays.com.
Stop by Bain Welker Equipment in Circleville for a test drive and see their full line of Kubota products, or visit online at bain-welkerkubota.com.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch? Every day, from lunch to late night. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
When it comes to your roof, there's really one team to call, Newman Roofing. From the first call to the final nail, our team of professionals will be there every step of the way, answering any questions you have throughout the entire process. So give Newman Roofing a call today at 614-NEW-ROOF or visit us online at newmanroofing.com.
Common Man and T-Bone here for the sports book at Hollywood Casino Columbus. It is almost that time for Columbus's biggest golf event of the year.
Yep, the sports book at Hollywood Casino is giving away all sorts of prizes for their Memorial Wager and Win drawings on Thursday, June 6th at 6 p.m.
When?
Thursday, June 6th at 6 p.m.
You can win fabulous prizes like Memorial Tournament tickets, golf clubs, and more now until June 6th.
Must be 21 years or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
97.1 The Fan. Memorial Leaderboard Update.
And this report brought to you by BMI Federal Credit Union. Visit them today at bmifcu.org. Round one of the Memorial Tournament, just 22 players are under par. Your leader alone at -6 is Adam Hadwin. A solid 66 today for Hadwin, despite finishing with a bogey on 18.
It always stings a little to end a round with a bogey. However, 8 birdies around this place. The wind is always tricky. There's not a lot of margin for error out there in a lot of holes, and was able to hit a few close.
Scotty Scheffler, Corey Connors, and now Colin Morikawa are all one back of Hadwin at -5. Xander Schauffele, Ludwig Oberg, 2 back at -4. But again, all chasing Adam Hadwin at 6 under par. Another report for you coming up next hour. Live outside of Muirfield Village, Skip Mossick on the Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Their BMI is higher than their IQ. This is Common Man and T-Bone.
All right, I am very quickly going to pay off on my teas from 20 minutes ago.
Okay.
Because then I have to get to something that's very important. In our world.
Yes.
And really in everybody's world. Now, I hope you're not aware of this, like you were aware of the cookies and cream.
I was. I don't know what this is. I may
Dairy
be.
Queen thing.
I may be. I don't know.
But before I do all of that,
yes,
I'm going to give away some prizes. Give me a number.
Let's go with 9.
Call number 9, Jim McMahon, 614-821-9710. Gets 2 single-day passes to Incarceration Fest, July 19th through the 21st at the historic Ohio State Reformatory in Mansfield. Headliners include Shinedown, Godsmack, and Breaking Benjamin. Also featuring The Offspring, Hailstorm, Chevelle, Dropkick Murphys, Bad Omens, and more. Tickets are on sale now at incarceration.com. Now, Colts NFLPA rep Ryan Kelly was on McAfee. He was discussing what Roger Goodell said on McAfee a couple weeks back, saying essentially the league wants to get to 18 games, which is not anything new.
No, I mean, I think you can make an argument of, whether it's too much for players versus fans. Fans, I don't think it's too much for, because we've not seen anything yet that fans of the NFL have said, I don't want that. Please stop. They're like, yes, give us more. We will watch whatever you have. But for the players, I can understand if they said, wow, this is a lot of games.
Yes, that's right. So here is what Ryan Kelly had to say. 18 games sounds great when Roger's saying it on Pat McAfee. But if you're the one that's going out there and putting the helmet on for 18 of those games, then come talk to me. I wish people understood how hard it was to play 16. Then they added another one? And they get rid of preseason games? Well, okay. Who's that going to hurt? The guys that don't have a shot? The guys that are the undrafted or late-round picks that need to go out there and improve themselves? I think the fans see it like they don't want to watch the preseason games, but they have no idea what goes on inside the building. He's not wrong, okay?
Sure.
None of it is wrong. That is a player's perspective. He is a union rep. He should be having these discussions. Here's what I know. We can waste time talking about it, but here's what I know. They will get to 18 games. And then after that, they'll find a way to get to 20 games. I guarantee it.
Oh, I'm not as sold on 20, but I know they'll get to 18. I agree with you on 18.
They will get to 18, and they will do it the way that they've done everything with the players. Whenever the players come out and say, we don't like this, this has to change, we're going to put our foot down, the NFL says, yeah, I hear you, it's great. Here's some more money.
Well,
you like it?
You know what? I don't understand why this is not a thing. If you're, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe they've asked for this, but why have we not seen the rosters expand? You know, like you want to have 18 games, you want to move to 20 games eventually.
That's the next logical progression.
Why not move it from 53-man roster to 63-man roster? I don't know. Open it up. Have a lot more guys. Now, again, all those guys aren't going to play, but the argument here is we have too many bodies that are getting injured during the season. And obviously you have a lot of stars that you want to keep on the field. But at some point you need to field competitive teams. And if you have deeper rosters, that's more that the players would get. That obviously would also need it. You're going to have to do both. The owners are wanting to make more money off these games. Well, what do you think you're going to need to do? If you open up a second or third location of your restaurant, or if your restaurant only does breakfast and you want to expand to lunch and dinner, can you have the same amount of employees? Can you pay those employees the same amount of money? No. Just like any business, you'd have to hire more people and pay them more money to get people to get this to work. So why would that not be the case for the NFL? You would think they would want to expand rosters and expand how much you pay these guys so that the top earners still get a lot of money, but there's more money in the pool for all the other new people who are coming in.
All right, enough of that. Let's talk about Arby's.
Oh, what's going on with Arby's?
Fast food places are aware that people are not coming as often because it's very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So they're trying to lean into value where they can. Back in April, Arby's had this thing. It was a month-long sandwich bonanza called Free Sandwich Month, during which customers would get one free sandwich, wrap, or gyro with any purchase every week in April. All right? So you bought something, they gave you something free.
Yeah.
Now, most of the time, whether it's McDonald's or Wendy's or Burger King, they want you or require you to be a member of the rewards program and use the app.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
It's no different here. Arby's wants you to be a rewards member, use their app. Well, if you do those things, starting Monday to Sunday, June 16th, Monday the 10th through the 16th is what I'm trying to say.
This coming Monday.
Arby's in the app, 5 for $5.
No.
It's back.
Are you serious?
5 for $5. The regular price of one roast beef is between $4.50 and $5, depending on the location. They're going to give you 5 roast beef sandwiches yet again. For $5.
Listen to me.
Are they making them smaller, like junior?
They better not.
No.
They say these are regular roast beefs.
Listen,
5 for $5.
Listen to me.
Are the 4-piece Mott sticks a part of this?
No, Tim.
Why?
Timmy,
why do you have to do this?
You don't need it. You can get those extra if you want, and it still costs you less than $10.
Sydney Sweeney just came in your room and said, "Oh, well, that's great. Is Mila Kunis coming next?" Enjoy, Sydney Sweeney.
5 for $5. Listen to me.
You're missing the point.
Listen to me. I am at the age where I am starting to reminisce about my youth. I'm starting to point to things that used to happen and go, back in my day. How do we say that on this show? Back when I was banging, right? We talk about, you know, remember this, remember that. Battletoads came up the other day, and I felt great about my life for a few seconds. We were talking about an old thing that I remembered. So when I point to the youths of today and I say, you don't understand. I used to be able to go to Arby's and get 5 for $5. And they look me in the eye and go, shut up, old man.
Napkins?
Are you alive?
You're lying.
Packets of horsey sauce?
Right. What else did they do back when the dinosaurs were roaming the earth? Now I get to live in the past, in that glorious little bit of, and again, I don't want to go back to all of it. I just want to go back to the part where I get 5 for $5 at Arby's. I'm saying you give me a slice of the past, a slice that I very much miss. I am happy about that. I want this 5 for $5. I will be there, Arby's, Monday morning. As soon as you serve them, I will be there
every damn day.
It's the greatest fast food value meal ever.
You're not going to get better than that.
It's the greatest ever done.
Well,
you're not going to get better than that.
Here's what you're going to have. You're going to have a lot of people who were children when their families would go and be like, yeah, we'll do the 5 for $5. And you would get a roast beef sandwich. Your mom, your dad, whoever else would get one. Maybe there's an extra one to divvy up amongst yourselves, or whoever was hungry got the second sandwich, right? Like that used to be a thing. Now you have a bunch of us who miss that, who will say, I'm getting all 5 for myself.
There's no sharing.
That's what I'm saying.
My family doesn't respect a good Arby's treat. They're not getting any.
My family does, but I will get the 5 for $5 at one restaurant for me, and then I will drive to another one and get a 5 for $5 for them, and they can all have that, and I will eat my 5 for $5 because I missed the 5 for $5.
You know what? I can't believe I'm going to say this. I can't wait to go home and tell my daughter,
It's so exciting, right?
I told her once the tale of 5 for 5.
Yes.
And she looked at me with wide eyes like Santa had walked in the room.
Absolutely.
Why don't they do that now, Daddy?
Well, because
now
of the
I get to go home and say, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus.
If you found out that Michael Jordan had secretly been cloned, and there's like a 1983 version of Michael Jordan getting ready to pop into the NBA playoffs or next year he's going to play in college basketball.
Excited for this.
Wouldn't you be like telling everyone?
Yes,
I've
told everyone.
Go watch Michael Jordan in his prime. Go watch this guy. You don't know what you're missing. Now, that's what's happening. The 5 for 5 is back. Sit there and enjoy it.
They are calling it Beef Week next week at Arby's. But you got to get it before the 16th because on the 16th, Beef Week is curtains. It's curtains for Beef Week.
It's done. It's curtains for Beef Week.
Degenerate T-Bone is next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
There's some slower traffic causing about a 15-minute delay on southbound 315 between Lane Avenue and Town Street. And you can expect a 10-minute slowdown on eastbound 70 on the east side between James Road and 270. This report is sponsored by Z-Bart. Who stands between your vehicle and rust, bug guts, scratches, and your best friend riding shotgun? Refresh your ride with Z-Bart detailing services. For a limited time, scratch removal from only $29 and window tint starting at $99. Z-Bart, your vehicle's best defense. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Looking for reliable roofing services in Central Ohio? Go with Nitro Roofing. We'll get the job done right the first time. Reach out today for a free estimate at nitroroofing.com.
Ready for an amazing deal? BreezeLine's fiber-powered internet starting at $19.99 per month offers the reliability you deserve and security you can trust. Whether you're streaming, gaming, or working from home, we've got all your needs covered with speeds up to 1 gig and our 2-year price lock guarantee. This deal gets even better with 2 free months of internet, free equipment, and free Wi-Fi your way to protect against cyber threats. Act now. Terms and conditions apply. Offer expires July 8th, 2024. Learn more at breezeline.com.
Are you not able to enjoy the summer as much as you want because of joint pain? This is the time of year for being outdoors. It's the best, but not if your knees, shoulders, hips, or back are hurting. Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Don't suffer any longer. Non-surgical joint pain relief is here at QC Kinetics. Call them today. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. I'm talking about lasting pain relief with no surgery, no drugs, and best of all, no downtime. QC Kinetics advanced treatments harness your own body's biologics and help restore and repair damaged joint tissue so you can walk, run, hike, play golf, move, swim, all pain-free. QC Kinetics is under the leadership of former orthopedic surgeon Dr. Mitchell Sheencup, a true pioneer in regenerative medicine. They have locations in Columbus, in both Gahanna and Dublin. Their advanced protocols have enabled tens of thousands of patients to reclaim their mobility. So go check them out at QCkinetics/Columbus or give them a call, 380-208-4544.
A healthy body needs good food. This summer, the Ohio Department of Education and Workforce is sponsoring Sun Meals, a summer food program where kids eat free. Children under 18 receive healthy meals and no sign-up is required. Locations may be right in your neighborhood. Call 1-866-348-6479 or visit education.ohio.gov/kidseat for meal locations and times. That's education.ohio.gov/kidseat.
Want to see some football players try to play softball? Join us for Schmidt's Cardale Jones Charity Softball Game.
Why picnic when you can schmitnick? And presented by Monogram Homes and the U.S. Air Force. The Fan.
Are you confident letting just anyone on the roof of your home? I'm Craig Schottenstein, owner of Schottenstein Roofing. Our team is dedicated to delivering outstanding value on every roof we repair or replace. Schottenstein Roofing. Go to schottensteinroofing.com.
Hi, this is Bob Capace from Worthington Jewelers. As a local family-owned business, we understand the importance of celebrating the ones we love. Stop in to find the perfect gift or check us out online at worthingtonjewelers.com.
It's the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event. So give your friends something to look at and make this a summer to share and save with a capable Kia SUV like the Sorento, Sportage, Seltos, or Telluride, or a powerful sedan like the fun-to-drive Forte, each backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. And for a limited time, get 1.9% APR for 48 months for well-qualified buyers and $1,000 bonus cash on specially tagged 2024 Sportage and Sorrento models. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Financing for 24 to 48 months from Kia Finance, subject to credit approval for purchase of a new 2024 Sportage or Sorrento. Excludes hybrids and PHEVs. $21.65 per month per 1,000 financed at 48 months. $1,000 bonus cash on specially tagged models must be applied as down payment. Must take delivery by 7/8/24. Limited inventory. Warranty is a limited powertrain warranty. See retailer for details.
Welcome back to Collector's Closet, presented by the Ohio Lottery. Let's discuss my newest prize possession, this new $10 scratch-off, the $500,000 Platinum Jackpot. The best method I've found so far to help it hold its value is to vacuum seal it. This thing cannot get scratched. What's that? Sorry, my producer's telling me the only way it could be worth up to $500,000 is if I do scratch it? Okay, well, in that case, definitely don't overprotect your $500,000 Platinum Jackpot scratch-offs. Play them. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Right Way Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Extra large, extra stupid. This is Man and Bone.
Bone and I do all our banging at Hollywood Casino Columbus, specifically their 12,000 square foot sportsbook. It is the place to be. If you want action, they have action. And I'm talking like hardcore Rambo First Blood action.
Oh, that kind of action.
Yes. Huh? Where you go and Sylvester's there fighting the Taliban.
Is that right?
Actually, he was fighting with the Taliban against the Russians.
That's
it didn't age
yeah.
well.
Yeah, well, that was at the time. That's where the international lines were drawn.
That's right.
Yeah.
Anyway, go there, Hollywood Casino Columbus, all the action, like I just said. Must be 21 or older, gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
I like it. Our sales team usually walks out and they're like, yeah, you know, when you advertise with Common Man and T-Bone, they'll do a very good job of putting your business right in the best spot. And it's like, can they ever work in a reference to the Taliban in one of our ads?
Hey, man, we're doing these every single day. You know? Trying to keep them fresh. Trying to do something. By the way, if a salesperson wants to come talk to me right now, they can. Oh, wait. They're all at home or at the memorial. Degenerate T-Bone.
Common Man and T-Bones. Degenerate T-Bone.
Degenerate T-Bone.
T-Bone's picks for the weekend.
Sponsored by Ohio Health. Choose between virtual or in-person appointments at 200-plus care sites, providing the finest care anywhere. OhioHealth.com/finest care.
Well, man, I'm going to try to give you some info on the NBA Finals tonight, and then I'll make some predictions that obviously I feel strongly about, but I want to give you the info so you can make your own call here as well. All right, so let's preview it up. Celtics Mavs tonight, game one in Boston. Celtics, if you don't know, finished the NBA's #1 offense, #3 defense, outscored opponents by 11 points per 100 possessions. That is the best net average in the NBA, and one of only like a handful of times that a team has had more than a 10-plus net average in the last 20 years. So they are very, very good. However, they play in the East, which the East is known as the weaker side of the NBA. So take all these numbers into account. Boston led the NBA in three-point attempts and makes this year. So they had, again, great offense, great defense. They do everything well. They have Kristaps Porzingis coming back, which is a big deal for them. He's 7'3", but he can step out and hit threes, but he also protects the rim. This is going to be key against the Mavs. The Mavs, of course, as you may be aware, have Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. I believe it was Stan Van Gundy who said this not too long ago, last week. That is the best 1-2 guard combo he's ever seen in the NBA. Now, that's his opinion, but he's watched a lot of basketball. So you are talking about two of the premier on-the-ball guards in the history of the NBA teamed up. They've gotten this Mavs team to these finals. They're going up against one of the best defensive teams in the league. How does that play out? Tonight, I think there's a big X factor we have to look at, and that is Boston. There's a lot of history and beef between Boston when it comes to Kyrie Irving and that city. Kyrie famously played there, played a couple seasons there, did well in the first 2 years, told some fans at an event, I will be back next year. Then, that was after he had crapped out in the playoffs in this third season, I believe. And in that year, the fans were on him. Everybody was on him. He said, don't worry, I'm coming back. Then he left and went to Brooklyn. They've hated him ever since. He's hated them ever since. He has stepped on the logo there. He has had plenty of things to say about the city of Boston, some of which are certainly warranted, of course. In either case, Kyrie seems to thrive in these type of environments, but we also know he has at times been a bit of a head case when it comes to the crowd and everybody getting on him. Which one of those guys shows up tonight? Here's what I know. I'm going to go with the under on Kyrie tonight in points. Game 1 at Boston. I think the emotions are going to be high, but the biggest factor, I think the reason why he's going to go under his 23.5 points is because he's done it a couple times against Boston this year. He's not been good against them. Also, Kristaps Porzingis, one of the better rim protectors that we have in the NBA, he should be back and healthy. Kyrie gets a lot of his points at the rim. He is very good at getting into that space. That's harder to do when you have someone like Kristaps Porzingis there. Meanwhile, Luka Doncic for the Mavs, I do think goes over his 31.5 points, and I think because Kyrie is going to be a bit bottled up, Luka gets it going. Will that be enough for the Mavs to win? I say no. I think Boston, they're favored in this one by 6 to 6.5, depending on where you look. I would actually lay the 6.5. I think Boston wins this game, not easily, but pulls away in the fourth quarter, hits some free throws down the stretch. I think they take game 1. If there's going to be an upset in Beantown, I think it's game 2. Also, Jason Tatum, who I haven't talked about yet, but he and Jaylen Brown, the two best players that the Celtics have, those two are going to go off in this series. I feel like Mavs defense is very good, but it's very good at limiting guys in the paint. Those guys don't need to get to the paint to get their points. I like Jason Tatum over under. You can find this 42.5 points, rebounds, and assists combined total. He's averaging like 10 rebounds and 5 assists per game in these playoffs. He's led the Celtics in both categories. So he basically has to get like 28 points and he'll get to that number pretty much. I like the over on 42.5. But yeah, NBA Finals tonight, game 1. I'm excited.
Can I tell you something with all seriousness?
What's that?
I was enthralled with your analysis.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was. That was great analysis.
You liked it?
Yes. Well, I feel like I'm ready to go. I haven't watched 2 seconds of NBA basketball this year, but you just made me get ready for the game tonight.
Well,
good for you, buddy.
Well, there you go. That's the matchup tonight. We've got a bunch of drama in this one, and the big one I didn't mention, Celtics. If they don't win this one, it's like, what do you even do? Like, this is all that I said about the Celtics, the number 1 this, the number 3 that will all be trashed in like 3 weeks. If they don't hold that Larry O'Brien trophy, it's over. It's done. They will say this team needs to be broken up and these guys suck and they can't get it done.
A tiger is on the loose in the state of Ohio. We'll talk about it next. It's not, but we'll talk about it next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
There's a disabled vehicle on the right shoulder of eastbound 270 on the north outer belt between 315 and 23, causing a small delay. And we've got slower traffic on southbound 270 on the west outer belt between Cemetery Road and Roberts Road. This report is sponsored by Ohio Association of County Behavioral Health Authorities. Sometimes life can be overwhelming. Crisis Text Line can help. If you are struggling and feel like you can't talk to anyone about it, text 4HOPE to 741-741. Free confidential support. Crisis Text Line. Text 4HOPE to 741-741 now. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union. Earn a $200 cash bonus at BMI Federal Credit Union when you open a new free checking account. Visit BMIFCU.org/free for more details.
Spectrum One is a big deal. You get Spectrum Internet with the most reliable internet speeds, free advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced security and privacy, and a free Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line with nationwide 5G included, all while saving big. For the big speed, big reliability, and big savings you want, get Spectrum One. Just $49.99 a month for 12 months. Visit spectrum.com/big deal for full details. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
The delicious ice-cold taste of Dr. Pepper has a lasting effect on people. Lindsay from Sacramento said,
Pro tip, 40 degrees is the perfect temperature for an ice-cold Dr. Pepper.
Why is 40 degrees the perfect temperature for Dr. Pepper? We brought in Sue from Duluth, Minnesota to tell us.
Oh, yeah, I know a thing or two about cold. Oh, that right there is the perfect kind of ice cold for Dr. Pepper. I'd share that with my friend Nancy. She likes Dr. Pepper, too, you know. My coldest...
All right, that'll be all, Sue. Having a perfect temperature for your Dr. Pepper? It's a Pepper thing. Inspired by real fan posts.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
We always come through for you when you need us to. That's ECO's promise to you. And for AC repair and installation, that means today, not tomorrow. If you have an air condition breakdown, we'll get a tech out to your home today. Or we'll give you a year's EcoFi Advantage membership for free. And make no mistake, we're a repair, not replace company. Our techs are trained to give you all your repair options. Sometimes, though, it just makes more financial sense to replace. And that's where we really come through for you when you need us to. Because we'll replace your AC system same day. No sleeping overnight in a hot, humid house. Or we'll take $1,500 off the cost of your new system and provide you with portable AC units for your bedroom. That's what coming through for you when you need us to means. So if you need AC repair, call ECO for same-day service. We'll get your home cool again. We'll make it happen today.
At geteco.com.
When I'm not voicing Wendy's ads, I'm gaming. I stay up and fueled because Wendy's delivers late.
Are you recording a Wendy's ad? Come on!
Got 'em. Whatever you're up for, we're down. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Delivery Late Night. Open till midnight or later.
Hours and delivery availability may vary.
Open your door to a beautiful Nature Stone basement floor. This is Paul Keels for Nature Stone. June only, we're making huge deals for Dad with savings up to 50% off any basement or indoor floor. Schedule your free cost estimate today at naturestone.com. It's not just a floor. Wow, it's Nature Stone.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan.
Good afternoon. It's Adam Hadwin leading the first round of the Memorial at Muirfield Village in Dublin. He shot a 6 under 66 and presently is one stroke better than Colin Morikawa, Scotty Scheffler, and Corey Connors, who are at 5 under. 2 off the leaders, Anders Schauffele and Ludwig Odborg. Baseball, Cleveland Guardians dropped a 4-3 decision to the Kansas City Royals today at Progressive Field. Cincinnati Reds at home tonight with Chicago Cubs. Reds with a 4-game winning streak going. Columbus Clippers continued their series at Indianapolis tonight. Game 1 of the NBA Finals this evening right here on The Fan. The Dallas Mavericks in Boston to take on the Celtics. Wide receiver Mecole Hardman has agreed to re-sign with the Kansas City Chiefs on a 1-year contract. Number 1 seed Iga Swiatek advanced to the French Open Finals, defeating Coco Gauff today in the semis. This update brought to you by Nature Stone. Schedule your free cost estimate today at naturestone.com. It's not just a floor. Wow, it's Nature Stone. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Dumb. Very dumb. This is Man and Bone.
It is Name That Hole Thursday. Send us your tale of Holio. 61, don't call. We're not doing that.
No, don't do that.
At Man and Bone 971 on Twitter. You can also text the burner phone 614-787-3093. A woman who works at the University of Cincinnati said that she saw a tiger wandering near the campus early Monday morning, despite what Cincinnati police say.
Okay.
She said, I smelled it.
Okay.
And when I went down to the parking lot, I was like, seems like the zoo. Like real strong, real bad. And I'm walking. I can see a big old tiger just creeping. I looked up. I look back down at my phone, and I look right back up at my phone because I thought I was seeing things. I look right back up, and that's a tiger. And at that moment, I'm like, what do I do? So she called 911. Her supervisor called 911. Police came out. They found some tracks. Some prints in the mulch.
All right.
They looked at her and said, you sure it wasn't like a Great Dane or something? Because these don't look like tiger tracks.
Sure.
She said, I know what I saw. And I saw a tiger.
Okay.
Police sent up a drone. They found nothing. It's Thursday. They have not found anything else.
Well, to your point, you'd think there would be, if a tiger's running around, it wouldn't just be one person who's like, I saw it, and no one else has seen a tiger since.
Well, she says she has a message for anyone who doesn't believe her.
Oh, okay.
She said, I'm not going to take time out of my day to create a whole lot of mayhem over something that I thought I saw. So if they do catch it, or when they do catch it or come across it, it's just like at that point going to be, okay, you were right. and there is someone out there with an exotic animal that they're not supposed to have. Well, there is someone. His name is Stacey Elliott. All right. I mean,
this tiger that may or may not even be out on the loose is definitely Stacey Elliott's. We know that either way.
I'm not saying that people don't have animals that they're not supposed to have. We know that they do. I am going to say if there's a tiger on the loose Monday to Thursday, you're going to continue to get sightings because this tiger is in civilization.
Right.
It's going to be seen. Look, here's my whole thing with you turn on TLC and it's searching for Bigfoot.
Yes.
Or it's searching for the serpent monster. And you think these people are just making it up? No, I think maybe some people are, not the majority of them. There are some people who are just seeking attention and make it up. The majority of people are simply wrong. I'm sure this woman thought that she saw a tiger. She's not scamming people.
Absolutely right.
Right? I mean, she thought she saw it. Your brain plays tricks on you. People in the woods thought they saw a Yeti. Psst, they didn't.
No. Here's again, I know that sounds like very arrogant to say. I know there's no Yeti. You're right.
Show me the footage.
Well, can we rule it out 100%? No. Like to the idea of, is there possibly something living out in the woods somewhere in the middle of the Amazon jungle that no one's ever discovered, or that anybody that has discovered has died because they got eaten by it? I guess that's possible, right? I'm not going to say it's a 0% chance. But what I would say to any of this stuff, like this woman who says, I know what I saw. We think we know what we see when we are especially dealing with like situations we're not familiar with. I know as someone who likes to walk in the woods a lot, and I'm talking at basic, wonderful metro parks we have here in Columbus, but I'm not out in the outback of Australia, right? I'm walking in very safe kind of environments for the most part. There's not a lot of grizzlies around central Ohio. I have been in the woods, caught up in whatever's in my head, walking through. It's completely calm, no wind, very quiet, and I will hear something running through the leaves. You know how there's all those dead leaves all throughout the woods, right? Mm-hmm. All times of year, there's always dead leaves. I will hear something like going through just real quick, and it sounds like it's coming from 100 yards away, and it's right next to you. And I will look over and jump, expecting to see like a deer or maybe a fox or at least some animal that's more than, I don't know, a few pounds. It will be two of the tiniest little chipmunks you've ever seen chasing each other around, and that's all it was. I don't know how Bear Grylls or these people go out in the woods and live for like a month where they're just living off the land and all that stuff.
They're crazy.
What I'm saying, though, is like what you don't realize is at night, what those people hear, and they don't immediately go, that's enough, and leave. That's why I know they're tough. Because like if what you hear and what you think you see in the woods, when you actually find out what you saw, you realize, oh, they're not that big after all. Like I'm quite sure she saw some large animal running through wherever. Maybe it was a deer. Maybe it was a dog, but it definitely doesn't sound like it was a tiger. Because
look, give me a situation where there's any sort of evidence. Right? It's like, oh, I saw a chupacabra, right? And then they'll like catch one of these things. It's like, what is it? And then science will look at it and say, it's a mutant coyote wolf thing. They mated with each other. It's very rare, but that's what you have here.
It doesn't look like awesome.
Right. I mean, that's what you have here. That's that's what they told you to say. Okay. I don't know who the chupacabra. Well, like Men in Black. I mean, who cares? Look, we've never been more entrenched in nature, right? We continue to cut down trees and go into civilization and all that. We've never had better technology. We take pictures on our phones in 2 seconds, and yet no one can take a real picture of any of these things. Why is that?
No,
because they're not real.
You know, I was talking about this book the other day. Maybe I can't remember if I was saying it when you were here or not, but I was talking about this book, Into the Wild. John Krakauer. It's like a legendary outdoors book. It's sadly about a story about a guy who went exploring in Alaska and thought he could live off the land. He did for like 60 days, but he sadly caught some illness and died, right? So this guy burned all his money, had no ID on him, nothing. They did not, when they found this guy, they did not know who it was for a period of time. The book that is written is largely based off of the fact that when they finally did find this guy and they started trying to do the work of figuring it out, they were able to find people who, when they got this guy's name and figured out who he was, they put his name out and a description of him, and people started saying, I picked that guy up in Idaho. Yeah, he was a hitchhiker. I saw him in Alaska 3 days before.
It happens all the time.
And so, people all over this continent were finding, oh, yes, I ran into that guy. I know what you're talking about. That's how they found this one human in the middle of the Alaskan wilderness. People, again, in the 90s, this was not when we had Google. People were able to say, I remember having a conversation with that guy. I, too, saw that person. I know who that guy was. Or at least I met him, and here's where he was on this date. And they figured out what happened to him. That's what I'm saying with the Sasquatch, with the Chupacabra, whatever thing you want to say you saw. Then there would be other people and when they do say it, it's not like I had the same experience that the other guy on TV had, and now I want some shine. They usually have a different experience where it's this pieces together a narrative of where this thing is. Instead, with the Sasquatch, it's he disappears for 3 years. Someone sees him again. It's in a different part of the world, but they're convinced it's the same guy. Sure.
How do you explain all these people and all these eyewitnesses? I'll tell you how I explain it. They're wrong.
Well, yeah.
That's a simple answer, but that's the answer.
Yeah.
They're wrong.
Yeah, it's usually when they find someone who's missing or something like that, they can piece it together with eyewitnesses, but then there are also verifiable details that go along to corroborate that because they get a lot of false leads, too, that are wrong. I'm just saying the Sasquatch stuff, we would have way more info for it if that was a real thing.
A report says that Manti Te'o could replace Jason McCourty on Good Morning Football when it returns from hiatus. First of all, I didn't know that Manti Te'o was doing media stuff now. Let him live.
Is he?
He apparently stopped playing in 2020. Played 4 years with the Chargers because he sucked. Of course, Manti Te'o is always going to be famous for when he was at Notre Dame being catfished by another dude. So he was in a relationship with this girl who he thought was named Lene Kakua. And they were close and romantically involved, even though they've never met before. This big, long story about how she had leukemia and he would help her through the leukemia. And then eventually, unfortunately, Lene Kakua died. Turns out,
yes,
there was no Lene Kakua. It was just some dude who was obsessed with Manti Te'o, and he fell for the entire thing.
And we found all this out in the build-up to the national championship game. Am I wrong? That's when the story broke that.
Yes, that's right.
The narrative was that, he's been through so much and his
girlfriend died of leukemia.
Yes, and so then that kind of fell apart in the run-up to the bowl game or maybe right after it. Either way, it was a huge story everyone heard about.
Right. Now, all the other outlets out there, they were trying to get some information. We were the only show that got a phone call recorded between Manti Te'o and Lene Kakua. We're the only show. I think we should play it again.
Hello?
Hi,
Manti. Hey, Lene.
Hey, how are you?
Wow, it's good to hear your voice. It's been so long.
Did you have a nice Christmas?
Yeah. Did you get the gift I sent you?
Yeah, I got it. Thanks a lot. It's just what I wanted, a big ball of cash.
It's all I know how to get, the lady of my life.
For Valentine's Day, you had asked me what you could get me?
Yeah.
I think I'd like another big ball of cash.
Oh, okay. I'll send one of those along.
All right, and you know what? If you just felt like it, on a random Monday, I would really appreciate a big ball of cash.
Oh, yeah, I think I can do that.
I have some news for you. I heard the Chargers are relocating.
The Chargers?
You play for them.
Oh, yeah, my team.
The team with the bolt.
The football team I play for. Yeah, them.
You wear the helmet with the lightning on it? That's the Chargers.
I thought that was just like a jagged rainbow. I didn't know what that was.
I can't believe you went to Notre Dame. Anyway, they have moved to Chillicothe, Ohio.
What? Your coffee's cold? You got chili coffee?
Now,
you want a nice cappuccino along with the ball of cash?
Do you need a bell tone? Are you listening to what I'm saying?
Sorry, Lene.
Hey, by the way, can you send me another big ball of cash?
Yeah, I've got one sitting right here on the coffee table. The chili coffee table, as you like to call it. So how do I get to Chillicothe, Ohio?
You have to take a plane and a car, and you have to. It's not easy to get to. It used to be the capital of Ohio.
I thought the O was the capital of Ohio.
That's right. Hey, do me a favor. Send me another big ball of cash.
You got it, sweetie. Anything for you. Hey, by chance, could you ever send me that Snapchat you said you would send me like 2 years ago and I never got, even though I've downloaded Snapchat like 19 times?
Yeah, the funniest thing keeps happening is every time I go to FaceTime with you or Snapchat with you, my DSL connection drops off.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you know what I think would help my internet get back up and running?
What would that be? Maybe my tender love and care if I come over and see you?
It would be a big ball of cash.
All right, I'll send you another one of those.
Okay, gotta go. Don't forget to send me a big ball of cash.
Bye-bye. Anyway, and she died of leukemia.
But not really.
No.
Alive and well.
Man.
That was not a real person.
Yeah. That wasn't a real bit either.
Thank God. Because they would have fired us if it was.
I got something for you. We're excited about Utah hockey. The names have been narrowed down.
Utah-key? Did it make the running?
No.
Utah and hockey combined is just Utah-key. No?
Bukkake.
I said you
make the
Utah-key is all I'm talking about.
Utah-key.
What are you talking about?
We will talkie about it next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
There's some stop-and-go traffic that's causing a 5-minute delay on westbound 670 between Grandview Avenue and I-70. And if you need to travel eastbound 161 between 270 Northeast and New Albany Road, expect a 10-minute slowdown there. This report is sponsored by Audible. Why not escape the traffic with Audible? Immerse yourself in new worlds, stories, and ideas with an incredible selection of audiobooks, podcasts, and originals. There's more to imagine when you listen. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1, The Fan Traffic.
There's a little slice of heaven in a country road's escape. Pure perfection in the form of uncrowded nature. Over 1.5 million acres of parks and public lands. From mountain biking to stargazing. Churning white water to quiet trout streams far off the grid. Almost heaven is down to earth in West Virginia. Plan your getaway now at wvtourism.com.
Are you not able to enjoy the summer as much as you want because of joint pain? This is the time of year for being outdoors. It's the best, but not if your knees, shoulders, hips, or back are hurting. Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Don't suffer any longer. Non-surgical joint pain relief is here at QC Kinetics. Call them today. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. I'm talking about lasting pain relief with no surgery, no drugs, and best of all, no downtime. QC Kinetics advanced treatments harness your own body's biologics and help restore and repair damaged joint tissue so you can walk, run, hike, play golf, move, swim, all pain-free. QC Kinetics is under the leadership of former orthopedic surgeon Dr. Mitchell Sheencup, a true pioneer in regenerative medicine. They have locations in Columbus, in both Gahanna and Dublin. Their advanced protocols have enabled tens of thousands of patients to reclaim their mobility. So go check them out at QCkinetics/Columbus or give them a call, 380-208-4544.
Atlas Butler is built to keep you comfortable, and our plumbing services are no exception. You can rely on Atlas Butler for trusted, convenient plumbing and drain service. Our expert plumbers and drain specialists can take care of anything, from a broken water heater to a clogged drain. Call today, get it fixed today. That's our pledge to you.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
If you're obsessed with fantasy sports and gambling things, we have the slightly above average radio show for you. On the Money with Dave Biddle and Scotty Vegas.
Presented by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
Sunday morning at 9 on The Fan.
Hey there, friends. It's Bo Bishop here, and I want you to picture this. Cannonballs into the lake, s'mores at the fire pit, sleeping under the stars. Well, that could be you when you visit my friends at RCD RV. RCD is having its summer open house, and you don't want to miss it. Huge RV savings all month long in June. New travel trailers as low as $14,995. The area's widest selection, over 600 new and pre-owned RVs in stock. Start your summer adventure at RCD RV. Visit one of the 3 Central Ohio locations or online anytime at rcdrv.com.
The Sign and Drive Green Tag event continues, offering 0% for 84 months with no money down on a John Deere compact utility tractor with loader. Limited time offer. Visit your local Ag Pro today or go online to agproco.com for more information.
When I'm not voicing Wendy's ads, I'm gaming. I stay up and fueled because Wendy's delivers late.
Are you recording a Wendy's ad? Come on!
Got 'em. Whatever you're up for, we're down. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's delivery late night. Open till midnight or later.
Hours and delivery availability may vary.
Low Fiber Business is now in Ohio, and your business is our priority. Low Fiber delivers reliably fast, custom, and prepackaged internet plans to meet the growing needs of your business. And our dependable 24/7 personal support means your business stays connected. Low Fiber is here, and we mean business. Find out more at 833-WANT-GLOW or visit glowfiberbusiness.com today. Glow Fiber Business is not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-472,000, 614-472,000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-472,000, 614-472,000.
Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code GIFT for an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. That's promo code GIFT.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We're looking at a few scattered rain showers as we head into the early evening, but those come to an end tonight. Temperatures falling into the upper 50s. Friday will bring us back into the mid-70s with sunshine to kick off the end of your week. We'll see a weekend that'll see 80s back by Saturday, but as we head into Sunday, a few showers and storms could return to the forecast. That chance lingers into Monday. I'm Doppler 10 meteorologist Michael Behrens on 97.1 The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Back when I was banging, this show slapped. Whatever the hell that means. You're listening to Common Man and T-Bone.
Hey, Slappy, it's Name That Hole Thursday. Tweet us your tales of Holio at Man and Bone 971. Text the burner phone 614-787-3093.
By the way, Beer Man tweeted us and said, T-Bone and Common Man, I don't know why he put it that way, but he did. T-Bone and Common Man are seaholes for airing that bit.
Oh, no.
The Manti Te'o.
There's another one, too, if you want to stare that one. Because that was actually the second one. We had a first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's another 3 minutes. Don't test me. I'll turn this car around right now.
Yeah.
How you doing over there, Teddy? I'm very quiet today.
I'm doing good, Mike.
All right. Just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Hey, Teddy?
Yes.
This ain't one of them.
Oh, we knew that. we knew that after about 10 minutes, didn't we, Teddy?
Yeah, we knew.
Yeah.
The NHL Utah team, used to be the artists formerly known as the Coyotes, have entered the second phase of fan voting for the team's new name. Now they've narrowed it down to 6. Okay?
Okay.
Are you ready? Here's the 6. The Blizzard, Mammoth.
Okay.
The Utah Mammoth. Not Mammoths.
No, the Mammoth, because they're, well, it's like massive. They are massive. They are mammoth.
Got it.
Yeah.
Outlaws.
Okay.
Venom.
Ooh.
Yeti, which there's proof they exist.
No. I actually hope the logo is just a overpriced tumbler, like for your coffee.
And making it into the final 6. Utah HC. The Utah Hockey Club.
You know what?
It's in the final 6.
You know what? As dumb as all this is, they'll probably end up on Utah Hockey Club. Which again, if they do, I'm calling them the Utahkies. Like I will remain calling them Utah Hockey. Utahki.
I hate it. Look, I was reading a piece a couple weeks back when the English soccer season was coming to a close.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was on Yahoo or Fox. An American writer writing this piece about how it's not right the way they do things in the English Premier League. They really need a playoff system.
Oh.
Okay? Because that would make things that much more interesting, because most of the time they wrap up the season and they know exactly who's going to win it, and it's boring, and they have to be more like American sports. Listen, that's the way they do it. They've done it forever. They like it that way. Stop trying to push our thing on them. All right?
Right.
And I'll say the same thing to all you Euro lovers out there that want to name everything football club and hockey club. Look, just because they do it there doesn't mean we have to do it here. I don't have to call Wilfred Nancy the gaffer to like soccer. You can do it if you want to, you pretentious a-hole. I'm not going to do that.
No, I don't understand that. I don't like Utah Hockey Club is not even a thing. Like over in Europe, I guess they do, like they'll have the team name. If you look at some of these leagues, they'll have the team name and then like an abbreviation after it. And I've always assumed, maybe incorrectly, that the abbreviation is some version of hockey team or whatever in their language. So like maybe that is what they're doing in other countries. I don't care. That's fine. Here, Utah Hockey Club would be playing teams like the Avs and the Bruins and the Blue Jackets.
Yes, we have mascots. We have nicknames. Embrace it.
Yeah. Like, I mean, the Philadelphia Flyers, does anybody, again, I know they had a reason for calling it. Do you know what a Flyer is? What is an actual Flyer? What I know is they have a mascot called Gritty that everybody seems to really either loathe or love, but they have an identity, at least, that is that thing, if nothing else. And then they have a bunch of history, too. The point is the name almost doesn't matter, but it does. You have to have one. You have to have a silly, goofy name that maybe we understand the meaning of or don't. But either way, eventually becomes a part of your identity. It gets abbreviated by people like Timmy Hall, and then we just start talking about you in that tone. So if you're the Outlaws, people will be like, oh, man, did you watch the Laws game last night? Yeah, because they'll know what that means. Just like they say, did you watch the Avs game? They don't say the Colorado Avalanche. If you go Hockey Club, then it's just, you've lost all the meaning. It's stupid.
It's like when the Crew wanted to get rid of the Crew.
Yeah.
And they did.
It would be Columbus SC.
Right. It's like, oh, we want to be different. It's like, well, you want to be different by sounding like everybody else.
Yeah. Don't do that. No. And rightfully so, sanity became a factor and won. So of those names, I am just curious to play their game. Which one do you like the best? We had Mammoth, we had Outlaws, we had Yeti, we had Hockey Club. What were the other ones?
I usually Blizzard.
Blizzard. No, it's too much. I can't have Blizzard. You can't be the Blizzard. That makes me think Dairy Queen and I get hungry.
I actually I like scary imagery sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, like I can picture like with venom, like a snake head and fangs.
I do like that. Yes.
Coming down.
I like that very
much. Maybe some blood dripping from the fangs.
Dude, I'm with you. Let's get a little violent with our. It's hockey.
Yes.
One of the hockey brands. There's a clothing brand out there called the is it like the Violent Gentlemen's Club or something like that? It's something like that. No, but it's like all hockey related stuff because it's Violent Gentlemen. Like that's what they are. They're very violent, but they're gentlemen at the end of the day, supposedly. Right. So yeah, lean into that a little bit. Make hockey a little violent. Have the venom thing. I like that. Have a snake head. Great.
There was a story yesterday that the NBA is going to get $76 billion from their new television deal over the course of 11 years. With ESPN, Amazon, and NBC. I guess Warner Brothers Discovery, who owns TNT and Turner, is trying desperately to salvage some kind of relationship with the NBA. So the reports are they are engaging in 11th hour talks to try and get some sort of smaller, cheaper package just so they can keep the NBA, which I would assume would add to the $76 billion total that the NBA is going to get. Here's the problem, though. Warner Brothers Discovery is in debt to the tune of $40 billion. Now, look, I don't know business. All
Dude,
right?
I know exactly what you're going to say here.
I don't know it. Their stock sucks. Everybody talks about how they suck and how they're reorganizing and firing a bunch of people. I don't know how you can then turn around and say, yes, but we have to promise more billions to the NBA. When we've had the NBA, right? It was us and ESPN We were lockstep and barrel in the NBA. And with that great partnership, we found a way to lose $40 billion. Now, not just they lost $40 billion, but the entire company lost $40 billion. How are you going to keep doing this?
Well, they're right. I'm sure the business people would say they're $40 billion in debt because they're expanding or they're going to do, well, I don't know what, because they're losing things. But no doubt, to your point, how are you going to bring in another property to add to this? You're not going to get it for $500 million. You're going to have to pay billions of dollars to get this product. Now, I'm sure you'll finance that and you'll have some way to float all your debt until something happens. And I don't know how it all works out. What I know is somehow in business, you can be like billions of dollars in debt, billions of dollars in debt. Then as the CEO who oversees all that, they fire you and you get a $20 million golden parachute. And it boggles my mind. But I don't blame them for wanting to see if they can slice off. All these regional sports networks are kind of up in the air. So if Turner's saying, hey, you've got more games, you don't know what's going to happen with all these networks. We could theoretically give you some certainty. You know what our work is like. We want to put this on a digital platform, whatever. I could see them getting a smaller bit of it that comes from the RSN side of it, as opposed to they're not going to take games away from all these other partners that are already paying all this money.
Name that hole is coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
You're looking at a 5-minute delay if you need to travel westbound 270 on the North Outer Belt between 161 and Cleveland Avenue, and slower traffic is causing another 5-minute delay on westbound 670 between 71 and Neal Avenue. This report is sponsored by Ohio Laborers and Ohio Lesset. The Ohio Laborers, they're more than just hard hats and tools. They're the backbone of Ohio's infrastructure, constructing vital projects that shape your communities. Witness their members as they construct solar energy facilities, harnessing the power of the sun for Ohio's future. Build Ohio right, build it Union. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Erectile dysfunction is a destroyer of your confidence, of your joy and intimacy, and often it can even harm your relationship. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, the leading men's sexual health practice in our area for treating erectile dysfunction. And I want you to know today that if you're like most men, you can be free of ED and all the impacts it has on your life. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're your local provider for dealing with men's sexual health issues. Our expert medical teams are focused on treating ED, and we have highly effective treatment plans with some protocols that work in well over 90% of cases. We can even combine treatments for greater efficacy, all of which means it's very likely you'll be having great sex again within just a day or two of your first appointment. You might even find you're performing like you haven't in years. So call us. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 2 convenient locations, just off 270 in Hilliard and near the Medical Mile in Westerville.
A healthy body needs good food. This summer, the Ohio Department of Education and Workforce is sponsoring Sun Meals, a summer food program where kids eat free. Children under 18 receive healthy meals and no sign-up is required. Locations may be right in your neighborhood. Call 1-866-348-6479 or visit education.ohio.gov/kidseat for meal locations and times. That's education.ohio.gov/kidseat.
There's a little slice of heaven in a mountain town escape. A pace of life that's less hurried, more authentic, where people greet you with a smile and experiences feel down to earth, yet elevated. From Appalachian art to wineries and craft breweries, live music to a lively spirit. This is West Virginia. We call it Almost Heaven. Plan your getaway now at wvtourism.com.
Morning Juice.
We were watching Finding Nemo, and then we watched Bambi, and I was traumatized, and I had to turn it off. I'm like, well, William, you seem disinterested, and now I'm sad.
Morning Juice.
Sponsored by Affinity Whole Health.
Weekday mornings at 6. The Fan.
Common Man here for Care Heating and Cooling. Weather is unpredictable, but the inside of your home should be comfortable just the way you like it. And the best way to avoid those unnecessary surprises is with a care plan. See, with a care plan, you get priority service, system maintenance in case of an emergency. Just another way to give you and your family peace of mind. And maintaining your systems properly can help save you money. A properly maintained furnace and air conditioner run more efficiently, reducing your utility usage. Regular maintenance also prevents breakdowns and extends the life of your equipment. I'm on the care plan, and I'm quite the expert. I'll stop by and give your system a once-over. I will. Don't tempt me. I end every commercial the same way, telling you to hire care when you need a company you can trust. It's not just the slogan. That's the care creed. How about this? Lennox. They have thousands of dealers nationwide. HVAC royalty. Last year, Lennox gave Care their coveted Partner of the Year award because they're trusted by their customers and their partners. Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING or book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com when you need a company you can trust.
So, you've noticed something wrong with your roof. You don't know where to begin, and the thought of finding the right company to handle this important piece of your home is a bit overwhelming. Let Newman Roofing make it easy for you. First, start with a company who has built a trustworthy reputation for the last 32 years. We've got you covered. Then, when you ask us what makes us different from other roofing companies, we can tell you 3 things: our policies, customer experience, and most importantly, our people. At Newman Roofing, we have a team of professionals that take pride in their work, focusing on making sure every single question you ask gets answered thoroughly and thoughtfully, every step of the way. After all, we're here to support you, so you understand what's going on with your roof and you can make the best decision to fit your needs. Let us be the difference for you. Call Newman Roofing today at 614-NEW-ROOF. That's 614-NEW-ROOF, or visit us online at newmanroofing.com. Don't just get a new roof, get a Newman roof.
97.1 The Fan. Memorial Leaderboard Update.
This report brought to you by BMI Federal Credit Union. Visit them today at bmifcu.org. Muirfield Village playing tough today. Just 25 players are under par. Your opening round leader alone at -6 is Adam Hadwin. A nice 66 today for Hadwin, who says he took advantage of his opportunities.
I hit a bunch of greens. I took advantage of maybe a little bit softer Muirfield Village with the rain overnight. And, you got 3 more rounds to go. And, God, I've been torn apart by this place before, so I know how quickly it can sneak up on you.
Scotty Scheffler and Colin Morikawa, 1 back at -5. Xander Schauffele, Ludwig Oberg, and Corey Connors, 2 back at -4. Again, all chasing Adam Hadwin at 6 under par. We're back with reports all day tomorrow, live outside of Muirfield Village. Skip Mossick on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Common Man and T-Bone present Name That Hole.
All right, I got a lot of them. Let's get to them, all right?
Let's go.
First one comes to us from Austin. It says, a couple weeks ago, my friend/neighbor, it's important to note, friend, he says.
Okay.
Friend/neighbor went on an Alaskan cruise. He parked both of his cars on the street, taking up both spots in front of our houses. The driveway was left open for his mom that was over there watching the kids. He says, whatever, that's fine. A few days roll by, and in came a third vehicle, his company vehicle. I then text him to say, hey, man, what's up with all your cars parked on the street? My in-laws are in town, and it's a community yard sale weekend.
Yeah.
He says, WTH, I gave him blank for a few minutes, then left it alone. His birthday came a few days later, so I texted him a happy birthday, got no reply. My wife dropped off his birthday gift, Ace Hardware gift card. He never said thank you or even go F yourself. He won't respond to my calls or texts, won't even look at my direction when we're both outside. Who's the hole?
Wow.
Thanks.
Wow. I mean, again, we're getting one side of it, but
we have to go by that side of the story.
Well, from that, I mean, clearly the neighbor is a bit of a hole. If you can't reply and say, look, man, I know you don't like it, but here's my reasoning for having all my cars out there. And then the neighbor responds with, all right, well, I don't like it. You shouldn't do that. Have it out and then have a moment where you go, all right, we didn't see eye to eye, but let's move
It sounds
forward.
to me like Austin was just busting his balls.
Yeah.
Like, hey, man, how many cars you need on the street?
Exactly right.
You know, just like I would do to you and Timmy if you park 3 cars on the street.
Well, and presumably he knows this guy well enough to know if that's, like, accepted or not. But either way, like, I don't think that warrants silence, especially when you get a gift card from someone.
Yeah, come on,
like,
man.
You get a birthday
he texts
card
you on your birthday. He gives you a gift. If you got a problem with it, too, a problem with him, have it out.
Well, come back over.
Don't just ignore the guy.
Come back over with the card and say, you know what, man? I got to say, I don't really want the gift card. I really was frustrated by how you treated me the other day. Have that conversation. Yeah, the neighbor's being a complete, I'm going to say, a borderline C-hole, but I'm going to say B-hole minimum.
I say B-hole. What do you say, Teddy?
I say at first I'm thinking, he's an A-hole, but he graduated to a B-hole easily, so that's him.
B-hole.
All right.
I live in a hole. Is there a house? I live in a house with a few buddies. I finished my 12-hour shift at 6 a.m. on Tuesday. Got to bed at 6:30. I wake up at 7:30 to my fat bastard roommate, Ben, in the driveway with some guy testing out some woofers that he wants to buy off the dude. My window is right next to the driveway. I am highly pissed, so I start beating on my window and yelling at him to shut up. My hand accidentally went through the window.
Oh.
I call him a hole, and he calls me a psycho. Who's right?
Oh, well, dude, when you're sleep deprived and you've had a long day and you just want relief and you're smacking on the window, or in that case, like I could see banging on the wall and then you accidentally, because you're like, stop it, just stop. And then you accidentally put your hand through it. I
think there's probably two holes involved. I think your roommate needs to know your schedule and be a little bit more considerate. He probably thought, I'm outside. I'm not in the house.
What time? Oh, wait.
This was 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah, that's the other problem I have here is, who is this guy testing out subs at any time of day in the neighborhood, but especially 7:30 in the morning? Aren't other people sleeping too?
You know what? I didn't think about that.
That's a bad time. If it's 7:30 p.m., if we misunderstood that, that's still egregious, but less so.
Yes, I'm going to say roommate, a-hole, and you indeed are a psycho, but good thing this is not Name That Psycho. So for you, I'm going to say no hole.
No hole.
For the roommate, I'm going to say a-hole.
A-hole.
I completely agree.
Teddy, do you agree or disagree?
I would even give that roommate a B-hole. I mean, that's just messing up the whole neighborhood.
Well,
come on. If I'm the neighbor hearing that, too, come on.
I think I would also be, if I'm the roommate, if I'm the guy who texted in, I'm saying, not only is this annoying to me, but now you're embarrassed. Like, I live here, and people might think that's like someone I had some part in that, and now I go outside and people are like, hey, can you turn your music down? Can you stop being a jerk? You know, and then you're like, I didn't do it. It's my dumb roommate. Yell at him. You're catching strays for that. It's all bad. Don't do that. Here's one. Walking from the store to the parking lot, a car pulled out into the main strip from one of the aisles. Halfway across, when they floored it to go past. Luckily, I was watching them and I stopped. As they went by, I punched their driver's side door and yelled, F you. They slammed on their brakes. I couldn't see into the car due to the tint. The husband gets out from the passenger side, starts to go off about how I can't talk to his wife like that. I responded with F you, F your wife, and whoever else you have in that car with you, B word. By this point, another bystander jumped in and said he nearly got hit as well, and that the person driving was driving ridiculous in a parking lot. I don't think I'm in the wrong. A couple of friends have said since I'm a man, I shouldn't have disrespected the woman. So am I in the wrong for doubling down on my F-bomb to them both? Shouldn't have called him the B word, knowing that would humiliate him? Or, did I take it too far? Or, where is the line drawn here?
You probably did take it a touch too far. But again, you're fearing for your life at that moment. You're not thinking clearly.
I'm always of the opinion, I could see smacking the car and being like, stop it. And then when the guy gets out and says, hey, stop yelling at my wife, it's like, look, I'm not yelling at anybody. I'm saying whoever's driving like this, I don't care who it is, stop driving like that. I don't want
to kill somebody in this parking lot.
And then that's it. Instead, when you go like, F you, F this, you're a B word, now you've added escalation that didn't need to happen. You could have just left it at, you're driving poorly and I am mad at you, the end. So
what do you
I'm going to say,
what's the ruling?
The person driving through the parking lot is clearly an a-hole, right? We got that.
A-hole.
The guy getting out is clearly an a-hole, so give them that.
A-hole.
I agree.
I don't think there's any a-hole, Teddy, until we get to F you, F that, F everybody else in your car.
Yes.
Yeah, that's where then it's like, all right, you did at that point cross into a-hole territory, but just slightly.
A-hole.
Teddy, agree?
Yeah, I agree with Bone, yes.
All right. I've got one more. All
right, make it quick.
This is China. Is China
the dead wrestler?
No. The actual country of China.
Oh.
There's a controversy over a waterfall. So the tallest uninterrupted waterfall in China is the Yuntai Mountain Waterfall. Apparently, it has made the rounds on social media in the last 24 hours because a user of, I think, TikTok or something, hiked up to the start of where this giant waterfall is. It falls over 1,000 feet. It's huge. It's beautiful. People travel all over the world to see it. Turns out in the dry season, they've had a problem with it not being as majestic. So the person who got up to the top of this waterfall saw there is actually a pipe, like a 4-inch pipe, feeding water over the edge.
They're helping it along a little bit.
Kind of funneling some water in from other sources to make the waterfall still have some flow, even if it's not the perfect time of year for there to be a waterfall. So I ask you, is whoever set that up in the park system in China, are they an a-hole? Or worse, for trying to fake a waterfall?
Look.
Or are they trying to give tourists an experience they came to see?
I know you're there to see a natural wonder and you feel like this is corking the bat a little bit, but here's my take on it. Lie to me and make things pretty. So I'm going to say no hole.
No hole.
Teddy?
Yeah, I mean, you might want to venture off to the a-hole, maybe, but I do kind of agree with Mike there. I mean, they're just just lie to me. You know?
You know what, Ted? Here's where I'm swayed on it. Is if these people they love nature, they're trying to preserve nature, they want nature to exist, but they also know people are selfish. So people come to a park, they see the nature's not as beautiful as they thought. They're going to go, you know what? Screw this place. I'm never coming back. I'm going to cancel my park's membership, and I'm not going to pay any money for the gift shop. And then all of a sudden, the park doesn't get the funds it needs, and then the park goes away. And now we lose a park. So that's not good. So if their altruism, their ideals we're just trying to keep the park beautiful so people will keep coming here, then I say no hole.
No hole.
But I would be disappointed, too, if I went to a waterfall and found out
You
it's
also
actually
wouldn't
just a
hike
pipe.
to the top to check if there's a pipe. You would just accept what you're seeing.
I would say what I'm seeing looks great. Tell me no more.
All right. What's next? I was going to say, what's next? The end of the show. Back page coming up. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
You're looking at a 5-minute slowdown on eastbound 70 on the east side between James Road and Bryce Road. And keep an eye out for a disabled vehicle on the right shoulder of eastbound 270 on the north outer belt between 315 and 23. This report is sponsored by Allstate. You're in good hands. Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate, not one based on anyone else. So if you drive safely, you could save money. Good to know. Visit allstate.com or call for a quote today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Are you confident letting just anyone on the roof of your home? I'm Craig Schottenstein, owner of Schottenstein Roofing. Our team is dedicated to delivering outstanding value on every roof we repair or replace. Schottenstein Roofing. Go to schottensteinroofing.com.
If you're about to get engaged or ready to walk down the aisle, your true love deserves a true jeweler, the Diamond Seller. As a true jeweler, we not only have designer collections to meet your bridal needs, but we also have talented in-house designers who can create something truly one of a kind. Visit the Diamond Seller today.
I have done in my career literally thousands of joint replacements.
Meet Dr. Mitchell Scheinkup, National Medical Director at QC Kinetics, an acclaimed orthopedic surgeon who now advises patients try all they can do to avoid the knife and consider regenerative medicine.
I myself was able to continue skiing for 10 years after my knees started to be a problem because I accessed regenerative medicine.
Now, after 20 years of study, research, teaching, publications, and clinical experience, Dr. Scheinkup is regarded as one of America's true pioneers.
This is the future of medicine.
Dr. Scheinkup came to QC Kinetics after seeing what they were doing around the country, helping tens of thousands of patients get lasting relief from joint pain with no surgery and no drugs.
QC is so far ahead of the game in its science, its protocols, its people, its facilities.
Call now for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
A healthy body needs good food. This summer, the Ohio Department of Education and Workforce is sponsoring Sun Meals, a summer food program where kids eat free. Children under 18 receive healthy meals and no sign-up is required. Locations may be right in your neighborhood. Call 1-866-348-6479 or visit education.ohio.gov/kidseat for meal locations and times. That's education.ohio.gov/kidseat.
The Buckeye Show.
Like, what will do if he's going to be my guy? I think he's for sure going to be the starter. I'm looking for 30 touchdowns. I'm needing to see single-digit interceptions.
The Buckeye Show.
Sponsored by CareSource.
Weeknights at 6 on The Fan.
This Friday and Saturday only, get a $10 coupon when you spend $100 or more in store. Coupon printed at checkout. Start redeeming next week. Fresh items are delivered daily, and there's easy pickup and delivery. Plus, pay the same low Meijer price and save even more with M-Perks when you shop in-store, online, and with every qualifying prescription filled at the Meijer Pharmacy. With so much under one roof, Meijer is the first and only stop you'll need. Exclusions apply. See all the deals in the Meijer app.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
Ohio Mulch, Landscape Supply.
Hi, this is Ron Frost with Ohio Mulch, and here's to Ohio Mulch celebrating 40 years of making the community a greener and more beautiful place, one garden at a time. Don't miss out on the opportunities to elevate your outdoor space and to be part of a journey towards the next 40 successful years. Check out our promotions online at ohiomulch.com.
Ohio Mulch, Landscape Supply. Cleaner, greener, better.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from the other window place.
Wilson, what's with the magic wand?
I'm trying to make our screens do that vanishing thingy yours do.
You mean the disappearing roll screens? Where the screen is there if you want it, or retracts and disappears if you don't?
Yeah, now, is that done with real magic?
No, it's not.
So I should probably take back the wizard's robe.
Yeah, I would. Get the window that Columbus homeowners rate the most trusted at PellaColumbus.com.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Buckeye Show coming up at the top of the hour. The fine host of the Buckeye Show, your friend and mine, Mr. Timmy Hall. Hello, Timmy.
Oh, my little golf lovers.
You're looking sharp today. Did you go out to the course today?
I did not go out to the course today. I plan on making the trek out there tomorrow.
You're in full golf mode right now.
I am. I'll tell you why. Because I recorded a little promo, something that'll be on the TV for our Beat the Heat fan drive coming up on June 20th.
Oh, there you go. Nice. Star Timmy.
Yeah, me and Jerry Martz. Great guy.
Really?
I like that guy.
Jer's great.
Yeah, Jer is great. So we had like a Kona ice truck out there, and I was like, that's some good Kona ice. And then he said, it sure is, but it's going to be hot as hell this summer. No, I don't know what the script was.
You know what? They should. Add some flavor to the news.
Right? Let's normalize it. How do we really talk? But no, it was cool. It was
How come they didn't ask me to do it?
They didn't?
No.
Oh, wow.
I'll make sure you get asked for the next one.
Wonder why that is.
I'll slide it to you.
I mean, I got stuff to do. I'm busy, but I like to be asked.
I know you do. I
like to turn down.
I'm aware.
That's what I like to do.
I am aware.
I know. What's coming up on the Buckeye Show, Timmy?
Coming up tonight, I figured I'd do this. I figured Tyvis will be in here. He's got a story to tell about why he skipped out on the whole second hour of our show on Tuesday, so he can make amends.
What happened?
He can make amends for that. He was reeling in a big fish on the recruiting trail. It had already been reeled in, and then he had to do some of the society work, some of the collective work that comes after the fact. He was like, I'll be on the phone for 10 minutes. He was going to skip out of the college football pulse and then hop right back in.
And he never came back?
He came in with 2 minutes left in the show.
Tyvis.
And I just yelled at him and told him to get out.
Tyvis.
What are you trying to do? Become one of the highest paid analysts on television?
Here's a little inside baseball for you.
Right.
I sent Tyvis a text a couple weeks ago saying how much I respected his work as a broadcaster.
Yeah.
And I paid him the ultimate compliment.
Right.
All right. Usually these ex-Buckeyes, they walk in here, they're entitled, they don't take it seriously. And I said, Tyvis,
not him.
You're dedicated to the craft.
Right.
And I appreciate the hell out of you. And now you just told me that.
I know.
I take it all back.
Mm-hmm. He's got to work.
I take it all back.
It's going to take you 3 years of hard work.
I actually think Tyvis is hosting with me soon.
It is happening.
I think he's on the schedule.
He's on the schedule for later in June.
You ready?
He's nervous, he said.
You should be.
He's been looking forward to it. What if
I'm going to ride you hard and put you away wet.
I don't even know what that
Just
means.
like the Queen does with Hidalgo.
Okay. 8 seconds to say one word. That was good. Anyway. So he'll make amends.
I figured also tonight, Adam Jardy will pop in studio, so we'll get people caught up with this Buckeye basketball offseason to this point, from the Holtman firing to the Diebler hiring and to the team that's been put together. So Adam will be here for the 6 o'clock hour. In the 7 o'clock hour, remember we talked about doing a radio Olympics? Really doing some, you don't?
No.
Well, yeah, we did. We did talk about it a while ago.
Oh, the Radio Olympics.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Now I remember. Oh, yeah.
All right. Oh, the big race. Oh. So I actually have a chance to sort of entertain this because I have an example of Tito bombing on an update.
Tito bombed on something?
Can you imagine that?
No.
Tito bad at something here? No. So I have an update of his, and then I was told that Tyvis did a Sports Center update. So we'll do...
You're going to critique?
We'll do the very first fan Radio Olympics, Tito versus Tyvis doing an update.
2 big hours of the Buckeye Show. Do not miss it. It includes some nice shaming tonight. That's my favorite part.
Oh, yeah.
Back page. Hit it.
The Back Page. The Back Page with Common Man and T-Bone.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Bone. Well, man, I'm going to take you to Scottish soccer for tonight's Back Page because the Wraith Rovers Football Club. Wraith Rovers. Wraith is from Scotland, this team. They are in the 2nd division. They're in what's called the Scottish Championship. They were in the playoffs to get promoted to their Premier League, but they just missed out. So the season's over, and they're starting to look at their roster and decide who stays and who goes. And they've extended a player today, Mike. They gave a contract to a player who will now be with Wraith for another year. June of 2025. This player is described as being reliable and versatile, and it was a huge part in last season with 47 appearances, 1 goal, 4 assists. But hey, he was great in defense. His name is Liam Dick. And the tweet they sent out said the following: Dick extends further.
Yes.
And I like this tweet from the Wraith Rovers. So if only we could get Jiz Hornkamp to play with Liam Dick on the Scotland. Wraith Rovers.
By the way, weather today in Dunkeld, Scotland.
Oh, Dunkeld.
What do you think the high was today in Dunkeld?
45.
No, 50.
Brimful of Asha.
55.
55?
55. Double nickel.
55.
Mark Letestu.
So stupid.
Very good.
Who knows Mark Letestu's number on
Letestu.
Quick Recall?
Common Man does. That's right.
Total Recall.
All right. You want anything else?
Yeah.
Oh. They're saying that a common sugar substitute known as xylitol, it's a sugar alcohol that we make in our bodies. Fruits and vegetables have it. However, they use it as an additive in foods like sugar-free gum, candies, toothpaste, and baked goods. It's also found in keto-friendly foods in Europe. Xylitol, they say, could be linked to heart attack, stroke, or cardiovascular death. So that's a study published today in the European Heart Journal. So
read it all the time.
Well, don't we all? Anyway, I want to know more about Liam Dick getting his extension.
I could tell you about the time where Grady Dick, the ex-Kansas player, and Anthony Black, they did a jersey exchange.
They did do a jersey exchange
after their game.
It was very popular on social media.
They knew what they were doing.
They knew what they were doing.
They were smiling ear to ear, let me tell you.
Buckeye Show's next. See you tomorrow. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
We've got an accident blocking the left lane and causing a 5-minute slowdown on northbound 315 at Olentangy River Road. It's going to be slow from Kinnear Road. And some stop-and-go traffic on northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and 11th Avenue. This report is sponsored by Allstate. You're in good hands. Some people just know there's a better way to do things, like bundling your home and auto insurance with Allstate. Why make things harder than they need to be? There's a better way to save time and money. Visit allstate.com or call for a quote today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by The Waterworks. Trust the pros at The Waterworks for all your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Visit thewaterworks.com today to get started.
This is a fan action update.
This action update is brought to you by Tipico. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Memorial Tournament underway. Coming in, Scotty Scheffler, the big favorite at plus 340. And tonight is the NBA Finals Game 1. Celtics in 5 games is the betting favorite at plus 340. Celtics in 7 is second at plus 350. Boston, a 6.5-point favorite over the Mavs tonight in Game 1. For your Tipico action update, I'm Scotty Vegas.
Low testosterone causes many issues, including low sex drive, bad sleep patterns, unproductive workouts, decreased energy, brain fog, and more. But many men just attribute these symptoms to aging and don't consider that there are medical treatments that can give them back their vigor and vibrancy. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, the leading men's sexual health practice in our area for treating low T. And if you're feeling like I just described, it's time for you to treat that low T. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're experts in treating low testosterone. We've successfully treated many men for the condition and seen the amazing difference that those treatments can make in a man's life. If you're like most men with low T, within just a few weeks, your energy will return, that brain fog will disappear, your sleep will improve, as will your workouts, and your sex drive will be significantly enhanced as well. So call us and make a true life change. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on testosterone the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 2 convenient locations, just off 270 in Hilliard and near the Medical Mile in Westerville.
Summer is finally here in Ohio, and the best part about summer is the fresh fruits and vegetables. And the best place to find them, well, it's one of my favorite places to eat. That is Bob Evans, because they're going to make sure they have the farm freshest ingredients right to your plate. They have 3 new salads, the steakhouse salad, the grilled chicken chop salad, and my favorite, the summer berry salad. Grilled chicken, strawberries, blueberries, pecans, feta cheese, everything you like, it's all there, and it's all fresh and delicious. So go check them out and learn more at bobevans.com.
Seasons change. Why not your tech? Upgrade now during the Dell Technologies Summer Sale event and save on select PCs like the XPS 16 powered by Intel Core processors. You'll be able to bring your most intensive projects to life with built-in AI, minimalistic design, immersive visuals, and cinematic audio. When you shop online at Dell.com/deals, you'll have access to exceptional tech and electronics plus free shipping on everything. Amazing prices await you for a limited time only at Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
I can't believe tax season is here already. But look at all this info I have to enter.
Phil's small accounting firm is growing in numbers.
Why didn't I take that typing class in high school?
A data entry specialist could really help him in a crunch.
I got blisters on my fingers.
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey there, friends. It's Bo Bishop here, and I want you to picture this. Cannonballs into the lake, s'mores at the fire pit, sleeping under the stars. Well, that could be you when you visit my friends at RCD RV. RCD is having its summer open house, and you don't want to miss it. Huge RV savings all month long in June. New travel trailers as low as $14,995. The area's widest selection, over 600 new and pre-owned RVs in stock. Start your summer adventure at RCD RV. Visit one of the 3 Central Ohio